That's gonna that can be edited later. Testing. Test. Ooh. Test. Speak.
You.
Okay.
Am I too loud?
No. Your voice is a little bit different. You know how you can hear somebody who's sharp when they sing? Some people can.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me some more. Test.
You.
Okay. Sexy. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I hate you. Oh, I'll never get that.
Oh yeah.
You sound like fucking Barry freaking White, bro. Like.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let me bring that bass out again. Do it one more time.
Come here, baby.
Oh, they gonna love you. I'm done. You do that shit again.
Let me whisper something in your ear, baby.
Hear that? Huh. You'll hear me now. I done fixed it. Listen to that. And do it and see if it's not. Yo. You can also go live if you want on your stuff, on the side and whatever. Just that shit's. Now you go. See how mine don't sound like shit. Now listen to yours.
But mine do. Yeah.
I hate you.
Oh, yeah.
That's as low as I can go. But I get quieter.
Yeah, you do get quiet. It gets a little weird.
Listen, yo, the opening to one of these shows and testing, and we live. Fuck all that noise and shit.
Yeah. Hey, baby. Let me whisper something in here, baby. Let me talk to you real quick, baby.
How does it sound?
Wonderful.
Beautiful. Give me my headphones. You make me mad. I'm getting jealous. I'm jealous as hell. I can't sound like that. Yeah. All right. Welcome back to the Panther Spot podcast. I know you haven't seen me, heard from me in a minute. Life. You know what time it is. Shit gonna get serious now. Because we finna get in here and don't hesitate. You want to eat, food, drink, whatever, don't matter. We get on that. Perfect. That was a deep breath when I needed that. All right. So, I got a special guest for you guys. If you notice that my voice is getting deeper, it's because I can't, how guys inadvertently try to show out, when somebody else show out. Somebody got big muscles, the next nigga be holding his chest up. That's me. I'm that second nigga. So you hear a deep voice. I want to invite my boy Lamar to the mic. This Boogie, just come to the mic, bro.
What's up, everybody?
Yo, you see how New York and smooth this nigga is? I am hating. Let me tell you, my memory is horrible when it comes to how people say, do you remember how we met? No, I never do. No, I be bullshitting. They ask me, I'll be like, oh yeah, I met you at that one.
You really be lying to these people?
My memory's shitty, bro. Like, if it wasn't impactful, so
that's a message. If it wasn't impactful, retain the good information.
Yeah. I'm running out of space.
You feel me?
I'm trying to hold on. Like, I remember everything. Quick shout out, thank you everybody who's been sending me emails. Everybody who hit me up on Patreon. Even the ones who stopped paying. That's fine. I understand. Shit happens. But thank you for everybody who's been asking about charity. It's always up and down, but it continues going up, kind of like, a little bit like the stock market. It keeps going better and better and better. So hopefully for the next 5 years, I could probably have a kid. Who knows? But with that being said,
that's the best news that I've heard all day.
Listen, the downs get you mad, and you only remember the negative stuff. Yeah. But I've done something to my brain. I don't know, maybe the few months that I sat there cursing out every deity in the shower. At one point I was literally laying in the shower 12 to 16 hours a day, screaming, trying to figure out what did I do wrong? What did she do wrong? Because I don't do that. Depression, she did psychology. That's bachelor's degree in psychology, and she always tried to read me, and I hate that shit.
I hate when women try to read me too.
I can't stand. Oh God, it bothers makes my balls itch. I can't stand that shit. But the argument has always been that, Scott, whether you believe it or not, you've been depressed, and I'm like, nah. Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It wasn't until that night that, wait a second, some of these feelings are familiar. Mm-hmm. I got questions and I got no answers. So to hit the lows, I don't have it anymore because I don't know, maybe something broke. But so now I only retain the positive stuff. And so I met you after all of that, right? I think so. Yes, I did. Okay.
You did. You remember?
I met you after all of that, and
it was pretty recently after, but it was after. You met me.
Was it at the party? I think it was at the party.
No, the very first time we met was I think it was Ale House. The big group of us, the biggest group that's ever met.
That's right. Because you did. Wait a second. Did you go to the Scare House?
No, I didn't.
So there was another tall dude that's foggy in my brain right now.
I think Ricky went.
Was it Ricky? Probably. There was another one too.
Yeah, because I think you were, because taking them where you had to go and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I picked up Ricky. Megan was there, and Shay was there, and the girls just kind of chose back and forth depending on, I don't know, whatever the moment was. Every time I turned around, I had a different girl grabbing onto my shirt. I'm like, oh, hey, Megan. And we've been another girl. Oh, hey, Shay. Wait, where you hanging going? Sorry, no, leave that one. She ain't gonna listen to this anyway. She's gonna listen to this, and she's gonna ask what you talking about your hand, son.
I got a story about that, where your hand going too, but I'm not gonna say no names.
I will though. You don't have to say any names. I won't purposely incriminate you.
I just remember being in a pool at my birthday party, and somebody walked in the water past me.
Ooh! Happy birthday!
And grabbed my crotch from behind me.
Ooh! It was at that moment when you were quiet.
And I looked.
It wasn't a hot tub. It was in the pool.
Yes.
You were quiet for a few.
Yes.
I'm sitting there floating, wading water, trying to get the little bug things away from me. And I just pay attention to everything. I'm like, this little thing, it wasn't big, so I didn't know anything. I didn't assume, but that's when it happened. Wait, that means, oh, my memory sucks so bad. Skinty, dark skin. Oh, no, wait. I'll probably think about it later. I'm going to put all the pieces together because I remember there was two of them on that side with one dude that was talking about he had to go to church on Sunday. Look at him. I don't fuck too much. I told you can't take me nowhere. If I'm high or I'm chill, I'm going to remember the entire event. Almost.
So those were the people that I invited that I was doing the play with, the director. And
how did that go? Tell me about that.
The play never happened.
What the fuck? What happened?
So,
no names.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that to them. But without getting into too much detail, two of the most important people in the play had something going on literally the week before the play was to go on that prevented them from being at practices, pivotal practices.
And it had to be something super serious. Then.
Yes.
I figured so.
So, and everybody understood, but we
it's still sad, it's like, dang, all that effort and work you put into it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it like that, and then I thought about it like, maybe this is the sign to like go back to the drawing board and really evaluate whether this acting thing is something that you want to do, because of the fact that, yeah, you were putting time into remembering your lines and you were going over the script and stuff like that, but not as much as you could have.
So you don't feel like it's worth you being angry about it? You don't feel like you deserve to be too angry about it because you didn't put your 100% in?
Okay, so Yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah. Because looking back at it.
What was the name of the play, by the way, if you mind me asking?
365.
365.
A love story.
Oh, ooh. Okay, go ahead.
It's a very interesting story. I love it.
I would have watched it.
Yeah.
I would have watched it. Somehow I was going to be able to get a hold of a copy or something. If it was
yeah. There was maybe oh God.
Thespians. I love thespians. At least 2 thespians have to be in the room for me to get fired up.
Oh my God.
Oh God. Okay. So go ahead and explain. I'm gonna. This is what it's gonna be like the whole time. I can't hold back.
Okay. I mean, to make an extremely long story short, looking back at it, I could have given a little bit more. Even with that being said, the play, unfortunately, with the circumstances, still was not going to go on. So
right.
I didn't get angry about it. I took it as an opportunity to look back and say to myself, with all of this uncertainty that's going on with it and some of the obstacles that we hit along the way, is this something that I feel like I'm okay with dealing with? Because
it's going to happen again.
Right.
And that's the life.
Right. That's what I'm asking myself. Am I okay with that kind of life? And just from the experience that I had that nothing came of it, yeah. Yeah.
I want you to know I'm really glad you said that.
Yeah. I can deal with that.
And
the reason why I can deal with that is because now I know that the next time I do it, I'm not going to be frustrated for no reason. I'm definitely going to give it 100%. So if we were to go back
you were just dipping your toe.
That's all I was doing. But I was going to take it seriously.
Right. Because all you got to do is lean forward, you fall into the pool. That's it.
So
that's
why I'm.
The reason why I say that, I like that. I've been on set with a guy, and Eric, I love you. Don't get mad. But there was a time where I think it was Not the Price. Can't remember which film it is now. Brain just. I'm sure I'll remember it later on. And randomly, while we're still in the podcast, the call time was 8 p.m.
Okay.
We didn't leave until noon the next day. Hours. When it comes to when you get past just the rehearsals on stage, when it becomes film, television, stuff like that, it's hurry up and wait. Your scene. You're there all day for your scene.
Yep.
And mind you, my part was pretty small. And I'll post it up later on Facebook. And once Facebook fucking unlocks me and gets me on the fucking jail. Anyway, my part was relatively small, and it didn't make any sense to me. I hated my part. The wording was crappy. I ad-libbed. I changed it myself. I didn't like it. One part I remember, he was like, we were shooting dice. We were supposed to be in the spot where the money at, whatever. And I'm like, yo, that sounds like a challenge, homie. And the main character's like, what you is cheerleader, nigga? And the dude next to him looks like this hardcore killer. If you look at him in real life, he literally did what Heath Ledger did. He locked himself into the corner and just his face was just practicing. I'm there for 2-3 hours. He's just there. We're not ready for the scene, but no one, he asked, nobody fuck with him. And he just went into that mode like, and I'm sitting here for the first time like, this nigga real. Yeah, this is, I'm thinking, okay, I'm okay as an actor. No, I'm shit. Now that I've seen that. Yeah. And he's gone on to do other things. And he looks at me and I'm like, yo, chill. Okay, I'm just saying, man, no big deal. And then the crap shoot, somebody wins, everybody wins money, and I say something in the line of, look to your neighbor and say, neighbor, give me my goddamn money. Some shit like that. That line was so fucking whack that I had to change it up a little bit in my head.
I don't like that line either.
Do you see that? Yeah. And I was looking over to my right, and I'm like, give me my goddamn my cash or some shit like that. And I didn't like it at all. So it was really like, it was crappy. It was crappy. There you go. You gonna get it. You gonna get it. Did Jesus wept? I don't think you right. Nah, you need to turn it a little bit towards your direction. A little bit. Boom. I think you're gonna catch it. See, some more.
Some more?
Because we want to get you in them. Boom. I think I should be to the edge of the screen almost. And you're gonna catch yourself. Because you're tall. I don't mind being off to the side. Just...
Yeah, this works. There you go.
That's what I'm saying. So you understand that part. But the main character who slapped the girl on the ass, long dreads, great. I've never forgotten my lines ever. And, I was like, yo, you the main character. I'm gonna need you to get your lines quick.
Yeah.
After about 10 takes and then to the 20th take, the lights behind us got me juicing. I'm looking like Freddie Jackson in this mug. It's just bad. As I go on, I'm getting frustrated because it's been a while since I've run into, this is all black production this time. Mm-hmm. And I have to remember, give my people a fucking chance. We got this. And flawlessly, he finally hits it. It's smooth. And when he did hit it, it was like everybody else hit their line smooth as hell too. And I'm like, he's good. He's just, So it's like, yo, he does this a little bit more. He's going to take off. Eric, I know you're going to take off. You've already done like commercials. He's big. He's big to me. So that was, I've already, dipped my toe in the pool. Dr. G's Medical Examiner. It's kind of like Unsolved Mysteries. Mm-hmm. Remember that show?
Yeah.
Everybody's reenactment. Yeah. One of my first ones.
Oh, yes. Of the murders that took place.
Yes. Yeah. And you have to reenact. Well, Dr. G did the same thing before she got married. She was such a bitch. But, yeah, she was very mean. But I had to play the opposite of a 300-pound bipolar homosexual. So my first role, my hair, I had a little fro. I was trying to find myself. You don't understand. I was trying to find myself. This is fresh out of high school.
Did you have?
I had Jerry
right here.
Did y'all see that episode? I'm the only one in the world who hasn't seen the fucking episode. I'm in this bright yellow shirt. And we have to be, we're posing to take, pictures or whatever. And he fucking dies, and I'm the one who supposedly they think I killed him. No, he just OD'd. But there was a lot of. The curl added to the, and I had the hoop earrings.
Yes, it did.
I did. I turned it on, and one of my buddies who was in the military he finally sees it maybe half a year later or whatever. And he's like, when did Scott and V hook up? Like this, he's Scott gay? I said, what? This is not the first time people thought I was gay. I didn't know that people around me were gay because, I don't look for that. Like, you're just a cool person.
Right.
Nah, this nigga thought I was gay. I was like, man, I did a good job then. I didn't it's too many S's or anything. So I'm happy to hear about that. I want you to make sure you pay attention to what's going on with Tyler Perry. He's going to be picking a lot of people up for Florida. I know it. It's too close. It's a lot of acting and there's no benefits. Nice. So, I'm happy about that. I want to hear more about that. Your cologne collection. That's the next question I got. This is an interview for you.
Okay.
What's up with these cologne? Because you got different smells.
I do have different smells,
and I'm not good at that. My dad he had Old Spice. Brute. No, what do you have?
Brute.
He had
green bottle?
Green bottle.
With the black
Remember?
Top. Oh my God.
That's what I knew about. And I'm like, I can't put that on one day. You clear a whole fucking
Brute is
by
thick.
Fabergé.
Brute is thick. Jesus Christ.
THICC.
Oh my God. And I remember at one point in my life, I was into that. And I think every boy that went through what I'm about to explain, right? This is why I have a diverse cologne collection. So I made it all the way to like 12 years old, right? I made it all the way to 12 years old. And then I finally started like getting musty and shit like that. Made it all the way to 12. Niggas
What's up with you?
Niggas be getting started at like 9.
I was stank. at 9, 10 years old. How is it that you schmoozed the extra 2 years out of that?
I'm telling you, not until I was like 12, right? That's when it started like, hitting real bad.
Your whole life was better than mine. Girls up there talking.
No, the fuck it was not, my nigga. Like, my life was not better.
Why the hell? You know, girl, when you ugly, girls were mean, bro. When you ugly,
yes, they are.
If you cute and you stink, you be like, he must be outside working. Nah, Scott, you smell like booty and Ben Gates. And I'll never forget.
They'll get right in your ass.
B&B Scott.
Oh my God.
This nigga, they call me Booty and Ben Scott. That's when I realized I need to wash 3 times a day. And I need something else. And my dumb ass put cologne over the
steak.
You learn about failure. Shut up. I hated myself.
I'm only laughing so hard because I did that shit. I know exactly what you talk about.
It was a special day. We just went to PE. I'm like, oh shit, all right, because you don't get a full shower when you go to the next class. Right. You gotta all the important spots.
Yeah, you gotta get the special spots.
And I was at
the stinky parts.
I was at the grate of the deodorant.
Yeah.
The grate at the bottom, and ain't much left. You just trying to stick your finger.
What? That goddamn pallet that was over the goddamn deodorant up.
So I figured I got enough to hold the stank, but let me fortify it.
Yeah.
Brutes by Fabergé.
Yep.
Stole my dad cologne. I'm walking around smelling like a hot potato, helicopter smoke, and fucking bad decision. I smell like a depression and an empty bank account. I smell horrible. It was bad. It was bad. What my mom always told me, she says, if you smell it, everybody smell it.
Yes. Excuse me. Now, mind you, I didn't know what it smelled like. You know, at first I didn't know what it smelled like. I didn't know I was stank.
Because you used to you.
Because I'm used to me. Shit. So
B&B Scott, the hell.
So this is when I was 12. So when I didn't do that. So when I was 12 is when I found out that I can like really hoop, right? Because the year before, when a nigga was like 11 years old, and we used to go and play basketball after school every day, I was literally the trashiest one. Wow. All my boys could already hoop. They was all nice as kids, like crazy handles, all that shit. Like,
nah, I ain't pick up none of that shit.
They was crazy with it. I was literally the trashiest one. So I got sick of being the trashiest one in front of all my boys. So that whole summer, the entire summer, from when the park opened until when it closed, my mother knew where I was at.
At all time.
All I did was go play basketball. That is all I did for the entire summer.
Right.
I came back that 7th grade year. I had a little growth spurt. I went from like, I don't know. I went from like.
You pulled a Roger.
I went from like 5'8" to like 6'1".
You pulled a Roger and sister. You went from, you did that growth.
Yeah.
Okay.
You grew up a little bit. Definitely. And then I really started getting into hooping. And because I had a growth spurt, I spent all that time in the sun during the summer. And because I was doing something different with my body by hooping all the time, the hormones bong, they kicked in. That shit, the puberty kicked in.
The hormones kicked the door in.
Yeah, that's the first time I ever did something active in my life like that. Playing ball like that. Okay. I was like the go outside and ride bikes kind of kid. I was a skinny kid. You know, I did that type of, that was my activity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like doing something like playing ball, that's when I started doing that. So I'm in PE one day.
Yeah, this would be good.
And there are a couple of the dudes that were like nice that I knew were nice, but I never got to play ball with, and they were from different elementary schools.
Mm-hmm.
So this would have been our first time hooping in middle school.
Right.
Because all it was in the same town. It was 3 elementary schools.
Right.
The middle school and the high school, the same building. This is Roosevelt, Long Island.
Right.
It's all in the same place. So,
shout out.
Excuse me.
Island.
Yes, sir. Strong Island. Yes, sir.
Got some great iced tea.
Yes, sir.
That's real. No shit.
We also have the best matzo balls.
The matzo balls. I didn't have matzo balls until I was 20-something. But we'll get to that. That's a whole nother Jewish.
Oh, yes. So, I just remember what I was getting at. Yeah. So, I'm getting dressed to go play ball. I'm really looking forward to playing. And one of the girls who I had a little kitty crush on at the time was over there, waiting to watch everybody play with her homegirls. Hell yeah, you knew what time it was.
Playing
it was time to go out there like Kobe. Show them what you've been working on all summer. That's what it was time for. I walked past her and she said, "Oh my God, you don't smell yourself?"
Oh.
And
no,
I didn't think she was talking to me, so I'm still playing, shooting and everything. The ball goes past her, I run past her again, and she says, "Lamar, you don't smell your stinkiness?"
Oh, yo, New York girls up
in front of everybody.
No, I wouldn't survive
in front of everybody.
My feelings would have been so hurt.
In front of everybody. So P was done for the day. P was done for the day.
No more.
You understand me? It was done for the day. Yo. There was no more PE for the rest of that day. Yo. Shoot. Shit. It was a wrap for the day.
Hey,
my feelings were so hurt.
In the corner?
No, my nigga, I left because the fucking showers were trash at Roosevelt Middle School. So there was no taking a shower. You know what I'm saying? Like that building was so fucking old.
Home. Mama, I got in a fight. I'm home. Whatever.
My nigga, I went and put my clothes back on, and the next time me and my mother went to the store together, I went and I got the biggest bottle of Brute that I could fucking find. And I replaced that with my deodorant and made it fucking worse. Wait. I made the problem worse. Jesus Christ. It got to the point where one day, yes. I would wear a shirt. I was literally like a musty kid up until this point. I would like wear a shirt and like spray like the underarms with it if I had worn it like 2 or 3 times. And then if it got to the point where I was like, okay, no, even I can't take this thing.
You had to burn a shirt. Rest in peace shirt.
No. I would take it in a fucking bathtub and I would hand wash it.
I've done that.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't do it in the bathroom.
Because like we didn't go to the laundromat often. There was no washer and dryer in the house when I grew up.
Nah.
We didn't have none of that shit.
I did, but we
didn't have none of that shit. My mom, no house that I lived in did we ever have any of that. Ever.
That built character.
Hell yeah, because I was doing laundry and cooking and shit by like the time I was 8 years old. Like all my friends was out playing ball. That's why them niggas was nice.
I take that back. My life was better than my mom. My mom just made fun of me. She did the laundry, but she made fun of whoever she was cleaning. And you had your own basket. And so you couldn't just mix it with everybody else's. And she just, who's streaky ass drove? Oh, Mom. God, why the armpit yellow? Why is it brown? Scott, come here.
Yo, crush the shirt ass.
Come here. What did you do?
God.
What you got hamburger meat on your hamburger meat? Mom. Oh.
She say a butter that look like grease. Oh, that is so nasty.
And then she talking about, did you got your daddy cologne? Oh, and so, Thanksgiving coming up next week.
Yeah.
Everybody in the family at the house. And you know, my mom told everybody. I thought I was fresh, being cool. Look at you. Who got all that loud cologne, my auntie? Who got all that loud cologne on? It ain't nobody but Scott. Ain't nobody but Scott got stolen that cologne. I bet you he must have. Let me tell you what he did. Let me show you. Mom! And everybody sees that.
Oh my God.
She held that shirt up like she was waiting to get me. I was like, my God. I can't wait to be an adult so I could do that. And it ain't turning. Yeah, so all I had was embarrassment. My mom did all my laundry until she taught me. So that was cool. So
I was going and doing hours when I was 8. When all my homeboys, they was playing ball and all that stuff, and they was getting nice with that.
That's why you needed that summer.
Drawing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I needed that summer.
You needed that summer back?
Yeah. Hell yeah, I needed that summer. When I was a kid, I definitely needed that fucking summer. That was redemption. Shit.
All right, so
these niggas, all these niggas shorter than me, but they kicking my ass in fucking basketball. And when I get out there, I look like a giraffe holding a bowling ball with his two. I shoot with 2 fucking hands.
Oh yeah, you see the people that shoot like this?
I'm one of them people that I didn't know how to play defense, right? So they literally telling me, okay, you got to guard him like this. Get in front of him, spread your arms, bend your knees.
You had an OG or it was one of the kids? It's
no, I definitely had an OG. We used to go to the EOC.
EOC,
the EOC, Economic Opportunity Center.
She told me. Charity tell me about that.
We used to go to the EOC on Babylon Turnpike every day after school. Me, Amir, David, Anthony, Cordell, Osano.
Dang, shout out to all the people who watching right now.
Pudge.
God,
Little Pudge.
Man, you got a lot of homies.
Yes, like we would, like that is where it went down at. Like fights, fucking injuries and shit like that. You learned what getting hurt felt like as a kid playing a sport that you enjoyed playing.
And you didn't care.
You didn't give a fuck. You'll sprain an ankle. You'll fucking you'll toughen up about it because you're in front of your niggas and you don't want to look like a bitch and cry.
I cried one time.
So did I.
One time. It was the last.
So the fuck. It was the. I'm trying to tell you, it was the very last time.
It never again. I barely cried now. I'm just thinking about them.
It was the very last time.
Y'all don't understand, girls. Y'all don't understand. Y'all go through some stuff. I get it, ladies. Y'all go through changes in your bodies, and you like boys or girls or whatever the case is. But dudes, we had to mask the feelings. Cause your niggas let you have
clown you
all day until the next time you get out there. Y'all gotta go easy on Scott. You know that nigga cried.
Right.
Oh God, I'll show you. And you think you're trying to be tough?
Right.
They trying to edge you so you can fight.
Of course.
My best friend Demetrius, he always told me he had to support that. They always call me the Huxtable kid.
Because of the way you were raised?
Both parents, it was raised. My dad was good. My dad was like, you slip up and say anything wrong to your mama, you dead. That's life. That's on everything. I will kill you disrespecting my wife. And I learned that.
I know that's right.
So you also Demetrius ended up being my best friend because everybody was picking on me. He realized I was a little more sensitive. And he would be like, all right, I'll show you how to play. And so 1,000 times later, literally almost 1,000 times later, I finally win a game of basketball against him. So now I think I'm doing something. Not realizing he's like giving me 5th grade level defense and shit. We get out to the park and the OGs are out there. And it was like, they started picking at dude. I remember he was like, oh, they go Pussy Scott. I bet you don't even know what pussy look like. What color it is. And I'm sitting here like.
Riding his ass.
Like I didn't know what pussy looked like. So that started the whole clowning again until I hit that 3-point shot on your boy. And okay, when you get your okay from the OG, that's when everybody stopped riding you so hard till you fuck up again.
Yeah.
I wasn't no 3-point shooter.
I didn't get that okay from the OGs until I got down here.
Oh, word? Yeah, we're a little more friendly.
Yeah, I moved down here when I was 14. I've been here since I was 14 years old. And I'll be 32 next year.
Get out.
I mean, excuse me, I'll be 33 next year.
Get out. That's what's up.
So I've been here for a while, but I didn't get like that from the OGs until I got here.
Right. But you already had the skills from up there, though.
Some of the best basketball I've ever played was when it was in my freshman year of high school. my grandmother had passed away, so me and my mother moved to Queens.
Right.
From Long Island, we moved to Queens. It was my first time.
Is that a culture shock for people in New York?
Yes.
Y'all jump from from one island to the other, or is that how you say it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I've only been in New York 3 times.
That is definitely a culture shock. The difference between Roosevelt, Long Island, and Queens is vastly different. Like, you're out there in what's governed by the city of New York, so you have 24-hour public transportation that you can always see, like buses and cabs.
Oh, Long Island don't have that. There's only one train that goes all the way out of line. 2 trains, right?
No, there's definitely a bunch of Long Island Railroad trains that go far throughout Long Island, but no subways.
That's what I meant. Like, you say trains, like my wife, I would always say it's a subway. Yeah. She's like, nah, it's a train. So all of them are trains?
I mean, but they call them, it's... Right. Yeah, you gotta be specific.
She's tough. The 2 train is all I remember, and the 2 train is a wonderful place for me. Because you see all the shit. I see so much shit on the 2 train. Them videos I always used to be doctor, and I said, oh, that's bullshit. Nobody does that on the fucking train.
The wildest shit I used to see was on the J train.
Okay.
When I moved back to New York,
where does J train go?
The J went through, I believe, some of New York City, literally like down to like Delancey Street, where like the back alley, old school like
that man
boosters and shit will like pop out, or like the gold chains and shit like that, and the leather jackets, like back in like the 80s,
right?
Yeah, down there. That's where all that shit used to take place. And then hook back around and come into Brooklyn. I would catch it. I think I would catch it in Brooklyn. I don't remember too much, but I would catch it in Brooklyn, and then it would go through like, I think it passes Marcy.
Right.
That's one of the stops.
Right.
Excuse me, but you notice the difference in the boroughs between like Queens and Brooklyn. You definitely notice the difference in the boroughs.
I just didn't know, like, I figured because when you from the South your whole life and you hear somebody come down and they talking about they from New York, obviously instantly they think Manhattan, but you don't know any better until you go there.
Yeah, Manhattan is literally this big.
And everything else around it. And Manhattan, half of Manhattan is the park, ain't it?
I mean,
like
a nice, healthy section in the middle of it, yeah.
Seneca Village? I think that's what they used to call it, Seneca Village, before they turned it into a park, kicked all the black folks out of it. Y'all know I'm going to drop little nuggets of shit, because I'm a history buff, and I hate that shit, but I can't help it. So I go up there with my wife. We still, just dating from a girl, whatever. She wants to take me up there to... She's like, you never had food until you go to New York, whatever, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yo, the first thing I noticed, and don't, y'all from New York, don't hate me. We get out of the plane or off the airport, whatever.
And it stunk.
It smelled like terrible. The Bronx smelled like pure ass.
Like, the air is so difficult.
It's difficult.
You don't realize it until you leave the tri-state area and you get somewhere where the air is clear.
Where there's like more, like, because we got all this extra shit. We're surrounded by water, like healthier water.
Yeah. Healthier water and semi-healthier air.
The beaches out there got diapers and needles and shit. She showed me all of this stuff.
Shit's
and disgusting. I had a slice of pizza that day, and I said, I don't want to leave. Can we? The fat boy in me was like, I will stay out of trouble. Can we just go?
That is pizza.
And
if I've ever had pizza in my life, pizza from New York.
And
pizza.
Here's the thing. They all taste the same to me. Like, no matter what spot, hole in the wall she took me to, it was all great, and I couldn't tell the difference. But she would be able, somebody from there can tell the difference between something on Deuce Deuce and then something on 166 and Prospect. I'm gonna drop a couple because I know what's up out there. I tried. She was like, don't go that way. All right, you gotta tell me twice. So I got this idea. We drove up in New York. I went and bought 3 big ass fucking things of Newports. The big boxes. Yeah, because them shits was fucking $11, $15 at the store. And I just thought, oh, next time I'm gonna see if I can flip, and I'm not gonna let my wife know because I know down the street.
When was this? When did y'all go? You said a carton of Newport.
A carton
cost you how much?
No, I meant like just a thing, a pack.
Oh, a pack. Oh, 15, yeah, pack. Yeah, hell yeah.
Right. So I bought cartons from down here because I had a homie at the BJ. No, it was Sam's Club when they still had the cigarettes locked up and shit. So I would, let me get a couple of them, tax free, whatever. Boom. I spent what, $20, $30 max? Turned around and I didn't let her know I was doing this. Cause I just wanted to see if I could do what I wanted to do. So she goes, hey, go to the corner store, go get me a coffee. I'm like, coffee's like 25 cents. And there's a cat in every fucking store. Every time I go in, there's a fucking cat on the bread or the cereal, whatever.
Mr. Rivera. How come every time I come in your store, the cat sleep on the bread?
Oh, hey, yo, I know what you're talking about, yo.
What? What did it say?
Poppy.
How come every time I come in your store, the cat sleep on the bread? Poppy told my nigga, because he live here. Said, I don't give a fuck if he live here. Get the fucking bread. You don't like it, you can go to another store, Papa, because... And that nigga slid. He said, fuck it. He went to the Jamaican spot. That is one of my favorite jokes.
Little joke. Yeah, I remember him because he even had his face. His face was just like, I don't give a fuck. So I get that. She wanted a bacon, egg, and cheese. Oof.
God, that sounds on a Kaiser roll.
But it was a special. How she said that she said it's something. She said something totally different. But I know it meant something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm like, on a hero? She goes, just go get a fucking bacon cheese. They know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, so here I am by myself. I done popped the trunk. I got cigarettes. I know I can get the sandwich here, but the store where the cigarettes is down all the way down a little bit further down on Prospect. And I go in there and I go, what's up? Hey, what's going on? I don't know how to say it, but in my head, this sounds so good. Mm-hmm. Sure enough, he bought the motherfuckers. If I knew then how much money I could have made. So there's 10 in a carton. Mm-hmm. That's 15 times 10. Do the math. Right? I'm sitting here like, yo.
No, there's 20 cigarettes.
20 in the thing? Oh, that was 10. I had a slim.
If you have 10 Newports in your pack of cigarettes, then you need to return.
No, I meant like how many packs in the carton. The whole carton. I think there's like 10 of them.
You said there was 10, yeah.
That's what I meant. So there's 10 in there, right? And each pack of cigarettes was like between $11 and $15, whatever that I could recall. If I was so nervous I didn't do the math, and Buddy gave me $150 for all three, and I walked out, and I'm like, that's still a come up coming from the South.
Yeah.
But he was like, he thought I was a cop, and I'm like, fuck all the fucking pigs, fuck all the cops. They can suck my dick. Here, you want these shits or not? And he just like he didn't say a word.
I know that's the fuck.
He didn't say a word.
Yeah. He
went to the register. He looked even weird, like he didn't want to be in front of his own camera. Mm-hmm. He just slid $150. I put the cartons on the shelf and walked out. I said, man, I just made $150. And I went down and got the bacon, cheese, and the coffee and sat there and I said, fuck! Bro, that's like $450 I could have just made. I could have just offered this nigga for $350 and be good. Why the fuck? I was kicking my ass all the way up there and I gave her she said, why are you so mad? I'm like, nothing.
Don't even worry about it.
I'm not made for New York.
Don't even worry about it.
Just angry as shit. And you know the mom, she's like, don't raise your voice at my daughter. And I'm like, sorry. I continue to go to the kitchen, which it's all open space. Go to the kitchen. I just wanted to drown under the water there because the water up there is amazing. Out of the faucet, it's amazing up there in New York. There's anything New York water for me it tasted different.
You know what? I can attest to that.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Because I only heard Cherry talk about it.
We used to play basketball in David Hall backyard when we were in like 6th grade. That's when I started playing too.
Right.
And I'm talking about David's family is Jamaican, so we tripping over empty crates of Guinness bottles of shit in the backyard.
Guinness. Guinness.
Specifically, there was never any other beer except
Guinness.
For Guinness. At David's
I don't think
house.
I've ever had a Guinness before.
Yeah, I'm talking about, that's when I found out what sprained ankles and everything felt like.
Oh, because busting your ass on the carton.
And then on top of that, we played when it snowed outside, too. We played when it snowed outside. We didn't give a shit.
That was the reason why I went up there. I went to see snow. I haven't seen snow since Virginia.
We played when it snowed. We didn't give a shit.
So y'all just
we be out there with pants on and probably some long johns up underneath them shits and thick ass socks and our sneakers with our like uniform pants on.
Right.
Having like a t-shirt on under our uniform shirt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we was not putting on shorts. David would always be able to go change because it was his house.
Right.
Yeah, we was always in what we came in to school, which was a uniform.
Right.
So, and make sure your shirt was long sleeve or something like that, or just playing your thermal or something like that, and that's how we played. Hat on.
And y'all was still like go drink the water too, because it's cold out there.
Well, no, that is when the water didn't work.
It froze over.
Yeah, but we weren't thirsty then. It's like when the temperature, when the temperature was regular, when it was hot and we was running and play, and we would drink right from that fucking hose, and that was some of the best water I ever had in my fucking life.
I remember
on the Bainbridge in Roosevelt.
What point did we start going to this shit? When did we start going to water bottles? Because I remember drinking it from the faucet. Matter of fact,
man, listen, I'm telling you, I didn't know what bottled water was until I got to Florida, and my aunt had some in the refrigerator.
You're like, why do you have water in a bottle?
I was like, what the fuck is? What is this? I go in there, I get me 2 ice cubes, I put them shits in a glass after I rinse it out, and then I run the faucet water until it get cold. I stick my cup underneath that shit, and that was my cup of water.
The water tasted different now.
Yeah, you really need to drink bottled water down here.
I will never in my life, I'll take that back. If I'm dying, then I guess Zephyr Hills will get my lips, but I will never drink, Zephyr Hills water, not on purpose.
I'm okay with Zephyr.
Something about it. I thought it was my top lip. Thought my breath was just funky when I opened. I'll never forget. I was at this white boy house and I opened up. He got like 16 packs of fucking Zephyr Hills water. They got like 16 bottles of Coke. They're rich folks. And I'm opening up and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Because I like room temperature water. Yeah, okay. I don't like it cold. I've never liked it cold.
I'm in between the two.
I've never liked it cold, but I was. The fuck is that? Okay, I'm thirsty though. I'm finna drive. I'm not finna waste these white folks' tea because I'm at their house and next thing you know, shit. The fuck is? You start pulling. I don't know about y'all, but if I need to check to see if it's my mouth smelling like ass. And I was like, nah, this shit. From then on, I just poured the rest in his yard and I said, fuck it.
And that's the last time.
That was the last time, and that was 11th grade. Never again. So we brought all that up because I wanted to see what you knew about Vince Camuto.
I don't know anything about it.
All right, Vince Camuto makes this apparently bomb ass cologne. I went to Perfume Mania the other day. Okay. And I've never been there a day in my life. A friend of mine took me. She's just like, you can find every cologne and perfume probably ever made at this place. And this is at the West Oaks Mall. I don't drive that far. Ooh. Oh, that's right. It only do every, 20, 30 minutes?
I mean...
It does. It stops after a while.
It didn't stop, but,
Oh, you was live on Facebook. I thought you was Instagram. Okay, live. Yes.
I mean, it really didn't work on Facebook. Nobody really watched.
I thought I saw people kind of...
I mean,
there was a few of them. It'd be popping a little bit, Sometimes you just got to warm up. That's the downside to creating a podcast, because you expect after you see so many people you follow, you know what I'm saying? Like people you're clearly more important in life. Like if God were to say I can only take one of you guys to heaven, and it's me and Soulja Boy, I know he would take me over Soulja Boy. I just know this. However, on Earth, there's a million people watching him do this every 5 minutes, just whatever. So I wanted to know.
Oh, I thought I really have to use the bathroom.
Bottom left. First door out on the left. We'll take a little intermission. He's got to leak the lizard, if that's how you say it, whatever. To the left, first door on the left.
All right.
Not the closet. He said, I really got to go. I hope they bathroom clean. Sorry. All right.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, I hit it, so don't worry about all that.
Man, this is how I can tell that some of these girls might be right about me.
What you mean?
When they say that
that
like I'm like full of myself, like conceited. Because
I've never heard that.
I was just in the bathroom and I looked at myself in the mirror while washing my hands, and I said, I look amazing right now. I would like to take a picture. And both of my phones were in here, and I got upset. Do you know how bougie that is? Like, oh my God.
Wait, now, come on now. Give yourself some credit. Give us credit. We're not known to be, women are known to look at themselves and appreciate themselves. How hard does a guy work on average to maintain a specific image of himself that he likes?
I know I don't do it enough because I complain about being as big as I am, yet I do minimal to do something about it.
But this part is amazing, right?
This
you can make this.
This will help me. This will always help me take off. This will always help me take off.
So it's that Old Spice commercial that kind of made me think, like, the way he was kind of bougie and shit. He was like, all over this. And I'm sitting there like, okay, that's a handsome brother. He take care of himself. Yeah. Of course, obviously this is production or whatever. Yeah. So I told my daughter this the other day, and it kind of rolls into this. I said, man, I want to do like what I was doing before I met your mom. Like, I was okay being by myself in the house. I'll binge TV and go to work and come back home and fuck everything, right? Don't need nothing else. But if I went out, I had a small collection, kind of like the Twist colognes and shit. Mm-hmm. I want to know your opinion on these things. And so when I gave it to her, I was like, hey, what does he smell like? And she's like, not you.
I've heard of Vince Camuto.
These don't smell like you should. She's only known me for 10 years, right? So she don't know smell good Scott, right? And so now I was like, I need to test this against somebody who's known for taking good care of himself and see what does he think? Did I go in the right direction, ladies? Just get a. I feel like that was a little more airy. It's a little not as impactful, but you can rock that all day.
But these don't smell bad or anything like that. But I guess like my nose just doesn't like the scent of alcohol-based colognes anymore.
I think this one's more oil-based.
This one definitely smelled, and I didn't have to spray it either. This one definitely smelled more oil-based because the scent lingered in the cap. Which means that it's lingering on the nostril, spraying out of.
So, but when I walk in the room and knock people dead, it's my concern. But at the same time, everybody's skin is different.
Yes.
And that's where I've always had the hardest time.
I do.
This is beautiful. How about this? Why is it that you have it on you? See? You might be, though. You might be what these ladies are saying.
Unforgivable.
Just my fool.
Unforgivable.
Bye. Who's it by?
Sean John.
I'm done with you. I'll never get. God damn it, man! That sounds like glue stuck in my mouth.
Unforgivable.
You sound like you. Oh, have you thought about voiceover?
Yes.
I expect.
In a world where both of our cars were totally underwater, but a new wind was about to blow. Payback. This time, it's for real. In theaters soon.
That was really good. I got a guy. I'm going to introduce you. I got a guy. He does constantly all day. He does voiceovers and then sends them to the companies.
You know, me and a friend of mine talked about doing that. I want to say 7, 8 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, about 7, 8 years ago, and it just never panned out. It just nothing ever came of it. But I think we had a chance to because he's a funny guy I used to work with.
In the world, see, I just can't get down to that.
In a world where both of our cars were totally underwater.
See, you took the space. The first one sounded, but he would make these on purpose. Yeah. That space you just did before, like the first one, there was no space. It went right where it needed to go. And, my pacey ass.
They went on vacation. And when they returned, things were different.
I'm done. All right. This is part of the show where normally what I want to do as I grow this show, I want a guy and a girl, and I would have the woman do this part so I can pick at her and say the shit that no one gives a fuck about. Please give us today's news and blah, 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 embarrass the shit out of it. Kind of like the 5150 show. You ever watch that shit?
I never have.
If you get a chance to watch the 5150 show, they be riding Ice-T's ex, baby mom's or girlfriend or whatever.
Coco?
Nah, ex. It's further back. The Asian looking girl.
Oh, shit.
She's still bad at 50-some years old. I'm
Ice-T?
Ice-T had. Let me see if
you're not talking about Coco? The white lady.
Nah, that's they divorced too?
Ice-T ex-girlfriend Adrian.
Is it Adrian? Yep. No. Wait. That's not her. Let me just go to it. I can't type.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to go live on Instagram.
There you go. The Instagram stops after, I think, 20 or 30 minutes. Pictures, images. Darlene. That's her name. Darlene. Her. And this is where you see what she used to be posing as with the on Ice-T's old album. She was locked, stocked, and ready to go. There it is, Power. There it is.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I see her.
She would still get it at 50-something. Oh, ex-wife.
Yeah, okay. I will put it in a life. I hate that I talk like that, but like whatever.
I don't like that. You know the cool thing about being able to be real chill and then people don't expect you to be nasty is that you get to sneak in. I get to sneak in. You think. You thought. And then I bring the stank. You know what I'm saying? I bring the extra and you don't see it. That might work. But that's what I want to do. This next portion of it is I like to talk about some stuff that is real serious. Everybody has talked about it, but I need points of view specifically from you.
Okay.
Amber Geiger, right? If you know about it, some of y'all if you're under a fucking rock and you don't know who the fuck this bitch is, I'll explain. All right. Botham St. John Cross, what I don't know his name. I'm sorry, his full name. I never remember people's full name, but I know it was an upstanding brother who was in the community. He was singing. He did it all, right? Lived in a relatively expensive apartment, apparently, because you need a key fob to get into your house. This white cop girl goes up to his apartment, opens the door, and kills him while he's eating ice cream. She claims that it was an accident, that she thought she was going into her apartment, and she tried to stand her ground, maybe, got scared and shot him, and then proceeded to be more worried about her career than trying to get help for this man. There was a woman who recorded this from downstairs, saw everything. Eventually, she lost her job out of retaliation. The next door neighbor who went to court
is now dead.
After he testified, and without his testimony, she would have got off scot-free.
Yep.
The judge hugged everybody, even though the media tried to make it look like she only hugged Amber after the sentencing. But still, I've never heard of a judge hug a felon. Just putting that out there. The bailiff was patting her down, and now in a new interview between a judge and another black woman, I can't remember.
But she said that she was patting her for contraband.
Contraband. Something you do before you even get in the fucking... Okay, so let me tell you what they said about the boy then. They said that the neighbor, apparently, the neighbor who testified, he was a heavyweight man. Drugs, everything. Marijuana, whatever. However, what happened is how he died was that there was 3 niggas that come from out of fucking Louisiana, go drive 4 hours, 5 hours to Dallas to pick up some weed. And an altercation occurred. They killed him and left the weed. First and foremost, if I'm going to kill you for some drugs, I'm taking all the drugs in the house. That's me. I'm not leaving no evidence. But eventually, she ended up getting only 10 years for killing another nigga. And there was word about her being drunk. She had alcohol in her system, but nobody pursued it. And that she had text messages between this guy. So apparently, she's had a relationship with this guy at some point. I saw, in my mind, he was done fucking this bitch. And she wanted, because the neighbors said they heard screaming and yelling before the shots and even before, and bailing. So I don't know. They said, well, his door was unlocked. Unlocked means just unlocked. You still need a key fob to open the door. That means the top lock is unlocked, but the door, you don't just... But she got 10 years. I want to know your opinion, what you think, because I think this was just, the power of dick on a white girl. That we went too far, and he said, I'm done with this bitch. And she wanted more or something. And she ended up killing him out of fit of rage. What do you see, and how do you think this should have played out? What's up with the judge? All of that. I want to know your thoughts on this. Oh, he done put the bag down. Lord, this finna be serious, y'all. And man, he done, it's over. Don't do it, man. Don't hurt us.
It's literally something that you see in a fucking movie if you binge watching Lifetime with your lady on a Sunday. It is literally that.
Lifetime movie?
Yes. Have you ever binge watched Lifetime on a Sunday with your lady? Because y'all were both off?
Yes.
Which means no.
I know 2 Lifetime movies. That's it.
Oh, I don't know them shit.
But I've watched them shit just because you laid up. Right.
Yeah, we laid up. Yeah.
There we go. Yes.
And you get into it, so it turns out to be a good little movie.
And you
that you
like
wouldn't at any other time of
you never would have watched.
Ever.
And this is the sequence of the movie. Mm-hmm. This is what occurred.
Mm-hmm. Bad transitionals between scenes and all.
You can see somebody the white guy in the corner.
Yeah. Nigga, foot is in the shot. The cameraman is in the shot.
That mug was right there. What the fuck?
Right, and now it's not there, and no fucking body grabbed it and moved it.
You know,
a bitch will throw a Barbie across the scene and pan it out about like 200 fucking percent, so it looks like somebody getting tossed. What the fuck?
Lifetime movies do go there.
Yeah.
Either that or a BET movie.
No, but that's literally how it played out. Like, he was probably dropping sauce in her, you feel
right?
And he
kept pulling out.
Yeah.
He kept pulling out.
I'm so unprotected sex will do that. To unprotected good sex, when you pull out, will do that shit to a woman.
I won't say a name, but and you may know this person, but I saw a reaction to this individual when, prior to, me and Charity and our whole thing, just a long time ago, she got furious in the bed when I pulled out.
Charity did.
No, this before Charity.
Okay.
This before Charity. This, you know this individual maybe. But this, I have a past with this individual and we going at it, killing it. Christmas time, she's got the teddy, looks like Santa, bed broken, the whole works. And it's time to go. Something in my head, I don't know if it works with other niggas, but something in my head clicks, nigga, pull out. Fuck all that noise. Ain't nothing in this world feel that great. I yank out. I'm ready. Body paint artist.
Bingo.
And you could see her.
Nothing in the world feels as good. I'm about to pull out.
I'm sorry. I can't. I have to.
Sorry.
And she's like.
I know we've been talking shit, and you said that you wanted
but we was
chocolate baby with good hair.
We was in it though. We was in it though, so I'm playing the role I need to get you where you need to go.
Yeah.
This is bullshit though. I'm not trying to have a little mixed baby in this case where they get good hair and eyeballs and stuff.
Oh, so this individual was white?
No. See, there's other mixes you can go with, but you'll figure it out one day when you're old enough. So you can see her physically just like, no, what? And I'm like, and mind you, normally.
Oh, from that I know exactly who you're talking about. That reaction.
And for her to make that noise and see that. And then later on, the conversation.
Oh my God, her face is in my head.
Later on, it's like, I hate when you pull out, when they pull out. Like, why? Like, because we don't want to have that level of a connection with you. I said that. That's probably the worst thing to say to a person.
It's because I don't want any children. That's why I pull out.
I don't have those voices. Who are you?
That's why I pull out. It's because I don't want any children.
You sound like my mother-in-law, Carmen, with all the cigarettes in the.
Oh my God! I'm so fucking upset. I like the ladies with this voice from like the New Yorkers from like the Bronx. I love them. So you telling me? No, fuck that, Papi. You telling me? Papi, no, fuck that, Papi. You telling me you could give me $2 extra to get a chopped cheese after I got off the train? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's all I wanted after work.
A chopped cheese. I'm so mad.
That's so fucked up, Papi. Like, whatever. And then they start Spanglishing, and I can't do that shit.
I Spanglish back with them. You didn't learn enough of it. What the fuck you just call me?
2 of my closest friends can speak Spanish fluently.
Nah, I'm not fluent. I'm current.
2 of my closest friends. My brothers. They're not.
Shout out.
They're definitely my brothers.
Shout out to the brothers.
Yeah.
So this happened with the white girl. You think he was dropping sauce?
Yeah. And he either was just done with it because he was done with it, or he had found something that was more his speed. Because remember, you might be fucking her, but she is still a police officer.
That's so scary.
So her lifestyle is completely different from yours. Completely.
I make him say.
Like a gab. I pulled up in the latest drive.
Like that the lady.
Yeah, moolah, baby.
Bruh, his voice sound like his hair. Some shit missing. Yo, this nigga here. Don't swallow it.
Bitch, I'm trying to.
I'm praising the God. He's like, Jesus help me.
Oh shit! This nigga dreads look like this, and one's really short. It was like a fucking bang. Like God, that's what that shit did to you, Wayne. That's what that shit did to you, Weezy?
It look like ice pops that be small in the middle get big, small in the middle get big.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And why it look more so
like that? And the real hard plastic, you gotta cut that shit the fuck off. Oh my god! Oh shit, I hated those.
Hey, he pulled his hair up one time and I was like, beep, 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 beep. I was like, what the fuck? And then he took the hat off and the shit was all gone.
Oh my god.
He looked like his next step is Coolio.
Yeah.
His next step is...
Yeah.
See, yeah. I try to be serious. And the reason why I told you I was going to bring him on before, and I spoke about you before in a couple, I said I want to bring this brother on because I can be serious and we can get back to it because he's got a good memory and I don't. Now I bring a guest on, we'll get sidetracked and never get back to the point.
Wow.
I've done it too many times.
I'm that person. I'll definitely do that.
But you'll remind me because I'm kind of like, okay, I got to be a little more serious.
I've been called long-winded a lot.
Scott, you talk too much.
My ex-girlfriend used to call me long-winded. And she follows me on Instagram, so hopefully she'll see this.
Yeah, I'm long-winded too. Nah, I'm fat. I'll be like, you ain't got yours yet? Okay. Let me get a bro. Shit, let me just go ahead and eat you out there. Fuck it.
I didn't become a fat nigga until I turned like it happened when I was like 23.
The bigger 24. Your beard got.
Nah, this is before I could grow a beard.
The proportion to your beard to you.
And I was losing weight at one point.
You're still gonna lose weight. We're good. We got Wakanda water, so it's gonna help wash out the. Anyway, Amber Geiger and Wakanda water, baby.
Oh yeah.
Oh baby. I know that shit don't say Wakanda, but I don't even want to. Why you can't? What IKEA? What IKEA? Wakia. Yeah. So there's just too much. So Shaun White. I don't know if you saw that. Shaun White and his partners put out $100,000 for any information to find out what really fucking happened to that kid. Mm-hmm. But as black people, like we've known for years, you know, with R. Kelly, we just didn't say anything. We know.
Yeah, my nigga.
We know what the fuck happened.
My nigga, I remember downloading the sex tape on Kaza.
And his computer shut down immediately. That virus.
Yes, it did. So I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Miss Robin, and I'm sorry, Ebony. But that was my fault.
He did it on all your computers.
No, we all shared the same computer.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, there wasn't number one computer in the house back then.
I thought you was going to other people's houses.
No. We all lived together. We all lived under the same roof.
You'll get caught watching porn?
Yes, by my Aunt Lorraine once.
Your aunt caught you? Damn smooth then. Like it was your aunt.
I wasn't even watching it. I had it open in a tab, but I was on YouTube.
Right.
I was uploading a video from when I used to be a dork and I would bus fan.
Care to elaborate a little bit?
Sure. So, this is one of the weird things about me, but you know how as boys you grow up liking cars.
Right.
You recognize them first from the way that they look.
Right.
And then from the way that they sound.
Right.
And then what excites you about the two, the different styles of it that you might see, the different, colors that it comes in, things like that. Like, that's how you start to notice cars.
Right. Because
you're associated with shit that you learned in school while you're a kid. Me, on the other hand, I grew up liking cars. I know a little bit about cars. But nobody in my family had a car. And I grew up on Long Island in New York. Mm-hmm. And at the time that I was growing up, the fleet of buses that we had for our transit company was literally the most diverse fleet of buses like I've ever seen. It was different
like
versions.
Houses.
Huh?
Oh, you probably how well do you know about Sanford Midway?
I don't know nothing about.
In Midway, all the houses have different colors. You'll see a house with all pink and then black around the windows and shit, around the edges. Then you'll see a polka dotted whatever.
Yeah.
Is that like?
But I mean, it came like that, but they were also different. You know, they were different makes and models and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I would first notice them from when I would get on them and how they would look, from the inside. And then I would remember from where I was going. This is all from like a kid. Probably when it started when I was like 3 years old. Mm-hmm. I can remember. And then you start to notice how they sound. And then you notice what buses that you see the same of on each route, because we were taking lots of different buses to go lots of different
to get where you gotta go.
Yeah, home. My mom to work. Mm-hmm. To like the mall. Yeah. So we were on the bus all the time. Nobody in my family had a car, so I started noticing what they would sound like and stuff like that. So then, as I got older, I realized that they're built just like cars are. There's a make and a model, and there's a different trim for that and stuff like that. And there's a different company that makes their engine 9 times at a time. So that's why 2 buses may look exactly the same exact year, make and model, but sound completely different because they got a different engine transmission setup. Right. So just the sound is like the same excitement you would get if you hear like a V8 revving up, something like that. Like the sound, literally the sound of the bus engine, like does that.
And that was
for me. Yeah.
And so you would upload videos
of me riding a bus and like recording the video as
okay, makes sense to me.
Yeah. Right. And then I noticed that there were people out there in the world of YouTube that like professionally do this. Like they meet up in like groups.
I did not know there were bus fans like that.
Yeah, and they go to like bus rodeos and stuff like that. Like some transit companies, they used to do them a lot back in the day, but some transit companies host bus rodeos. Most notably is the one that's in New York City, where it literally will take it as far back as bringing out a bus that's in a museum that like Ralph Cramden on The Honeymooners used to drive. A bus from like the fucking 50s. And then they'll have a bus from a movie series.
Right.
A bus from a popular TV show. And up to like their newest models and stuff like that. And then they would display them. They would have them all cleaned up. Some of the bus drivers would show off what their driving skills are. So they drove them around slaloms. We're good.
Okay.
Ain't nothing going
on. All right. Cool. Oh, yeah. I'll never repeat that one again. That one was a little bit dark. Okay.
What I said?
Huh?
What I said?
No, but I was like, oh, yeah. Like, it felt a little darker there. I'm not going to get that depth. You sound like you got old submarine voice, deep down under the ocean, man. Oh, yeah. I can't stand you. I'm hating.
Let me see if anybody watching my live. I'm listening to you.
If not, we need to fight them. If they not watching this shit, they not watching it, they need to get punched in the throat twice.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, would it say next to the word live if there are people watching it? Yeah, nobody watching it.
And so at some point they were, and then they left, which is all right. They was doing what it do.
I said few words. See,
it makes you feel special when you see the end of it.
What is what I be talking about? When I tell people, I am not popular. People don't really fuck with me.
Oh, I was like, so you probably seen me. I game a little bit. I went on Facebook Live and started gaming and everything because I need to stay my black ass home. Because if I don't, I'll get in trouble. Nah, it's been about 2 years. Next week will be 2 years since some skin been touched. And so I'd be like, I can walk outside and be like, I'm finna bag that bitch across the street, across the hall right now.
Stop, brother.
And I just go right back in the house and be like, nope, let me play video games.
I commend you, brother.
Commend? No, don't commend me. I want somebody to coerce me to do some shit so I can blame somebody else. Man, I was out here, I was great. Then he got me drunk.
Hell, motherfucker, no. I will never do that shit. Absolutely not. No, because when Charity is done recovering, she is not gonna curse me the fuck out.
I feel like everything I say right now, it's like on a timed recording in her brain, and when as things get better, she's starting to remember stuff, and I'm just like, she's gonna be like, so my head shaped funny, huh? I still be clowning on my wife because nothing's changed. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna treat you like you slow and stuff like that. I'm not, because I need you to be functional. So on days when she does talk, which was like yesterday, last night, she just, yeah. Just big blinks, just, yeah. And I'm like, can we say more than yes? Great. Okay, let's move on to something else. And she would try. You can hear, like, it hasn't been used in so long. So it sounds like, I'm like, no, come on. How do I need somebody to tell me at home, and if you listen to this podcast, I need you to, first and foremost, go to champboxes.com. All right, go pick up some boxes there. They're really dope. They got the Wakanda wear. I call it Wakanda wear. They keep telling me not to say it, but they pay me, so I don't care. I probably shouldn't say that either. That was talking about. No, I'm just kidding. That was the worst. What do they call it? Was that Segway? Worst segue you could possibly ever do. But seriously, this is all brought to you by Champ Boxers, champboxers.com. For big boys, you gotta understand, if you got that little gut that bends the rubber of the underwear over in the front a little bit, it's comfortable, soft, it's wonderful, it's nice. Don't mention my name, you won't get shit off, but you need to go support them. I would buy these over any high maintenance, high brand, Gucci, any of that. It's real
What's the name of the company?
Champ Boxers. Champ. And they came out with these all black ones for a while, and then boom, they went motherland version. So all the colors that come from the motherland, then boom, that's what's going on. And the royal purple is my favorite. Y'all seen the commercial? Y'all can go to their Instagram at Champ Boxers, and you'll see me overexcited about all the gear that they sent me. They sent me gear that I can't wear because I'm fat. Like, they sent me a zip up sleeveless jacket thing, and my daughter she was like, you can't wear this. This one, little shit, you just. So yeah,
I crossed over into the fat boy realm.
Oh, you know what though, big boy.
Like, I got a real belly that I can't hide now. I used to be able to suck this bitch in
a little bit. You know what though, I'm starting to find some of the baddest is like, if you are maintained, right? If I take care of this here, when they get mad and want to talk, oh, fat ass, I don't care, you still took the dick. You can say that. Right. But if you sloppy too, and you not doing what you're supposed to do, you know, you just don't fuck with a girl that like chubby, that's not a chubby chaser if you ain't doing your shit right, because they're going to make you look like all kinds of shit when they mad. You forget one thing, you just fat fuck that they fuck with. You fat motherfucker. Big fat funky slewfoot ass nigga. I bet you the outside of your shoe slanted, old fat fuck. I'm like, God damn. Fat ugly ass nigga. Oh, and they just don't. So yeah, man, big boys, and it's wintertime. Oh yeah. It's coming, fall and winter. It's gonna be all the 2 weeks of love. Everybody gonna want to try to join me now. Oh yeah.
Listen, man, I actually I'm stuck, man, because I kind of like being this size.
That's rare. People won't admit to it.
The main reason, and I'm not even going to lie, why I like being this size is because the women love it.
They do.
They fucking love it.
They really, and baddest ones too.
Yes.
Not the okay. When I say baddest, yes, I mean bad inside and out too. Because you got some fine ones. Like, if there's a club fine ass fine bitch, and the girls with a lineup at that club, them bitches that actually get in the club are the ones that want big niggas. They do. Not the fine ass, okay, alright looking bitches. Them, they want to be. They feel like they're
There's
worth
even
more.
some fine ones that are nuts in the fucking head and don't even realize that they're nuts in the fucking head.
But are they still considered fine, or are they just fine? Okay.
To me, I got a different standard.
You got a whole another bracket though.
No, I'm not on some shit where like the Instagram bitches is what I consider to be fine.
I'm a hater.
She will remain nameless, but there's this one girl.
She will remain nameless.
Yeah, she will. But there's this one girl. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I gave her trash dick. But I didn't do it on purpose.
You sounded so sad and I didn't do it on purpose. Because I did,
man. It really did, and it happened twice that fucking night.
Oh, not 2 times.
It happened twice that night. Fuck.
The first time it's like, all right, I'll give him another shot.
My nigga, I never got the call or the text back.
I'm not gonna drink no more water fucking with you.
And the text back came out of fucking nut. The hit up to do it came out of nowhere. Cause like, I'm not gonna. I jumped on her DMs. You know what I'm saying? I just told her she was fine because she was, and she was fine as fuck. But I would leave it at that.
That's what you're supposed to do. Just throw the seeds out there.
You know, and conversation would spark because we wouldn't talk about nothing sexual. I tell them, I'm not here to waste your time. I'm just admiring your beauty. She's a pretty lady.
Y'all need to take notes.
That's all I'm doing.
Because I'm telling you, I do the same fucking thing.
I'm not here to waste none of your time. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to let you know that a real dude is telling you.
I see it.
I see. Thank you. I see. I'm just letting you know.
Yes, you made a subtle change to the curl pattern in your hair today, as opposed to the picture you posted on September 27th.
I am done. You like her? Like her? Or I don't pay attention to stuff like that. And that's my problem.
I do not like them.
I keep looking over there like your phone's over there like a dumbass. I keep looking like, hey, you. Oops. If you know,
I do not like them.
If you know who this is, I think you need to quit playing. What? Oh, no, yeah. Because it's a slight. It's really well. You said slight. Never mind. Because that's a whole change.
No. It definitely
I want to talk about that so bad, but I can't.
It definitely was not.
I want to talk about that so bad, but I wrote to myself, I said, do not cross that into that conversation. Because they will know.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, God. Bless his man heart.
Give me the lighter.
Give me the lighter. I need this one. So are we're remaining nameless?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the sake of everybody.
I'm letting you know, as a real brother to another real one, I was rooting. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's rare to see someone that could act cocky. Speaking about that individual, she really could be like mad cocky. And be like, oh, I can do whatever, but I haven't seen that. For you don't like wasting time. You know what I'm saying? So I figured, oh, something's different because he doesn't waste time. He does. Your time is valuable. Like you like me, I don't have the let's rock where we at. Can we rock where we at for a while? Or do you want to speed through this? And it looked like, I'm telling you, you can't let me go nowhere. I see.
Wow, Scott.
I see everything. And I think.
That was fantastic.
I think all the time. That's all. And I sit there and I'm just like, I want this. I feel like giving Goku energy to the ball. Like, please, this would be nice.
Listen, man, the meat and potatoes of it is.
Oh, God. Yes, I'm ready for dinner. I was whack.
There was just a whole lot at the beginning, the second go around.
Right.
And
I missed most of the first go around.
Yeah. Yeah. The first go around was literally an outing somewhere where we met. had a couple of drinks and got some pizza and talked, and that was it.
Right.
But
I didn't miss it per se. I just didn't visually see, for me to see all the details. But the internet,
it kicked up again after
the
function. After the party.
Either.
I mean, you just gave him a really good hint with 2 syllables.
Was that too bad?
Well, I mean, they're gonna have to have really been entrenched in this situation to know what you're talking about.
So once that creature died,
the creature actually is going nowhere. The creature is still very much involved in life, but not in that sense, though. Yeah, not in that sense, though.
So
it was a lot. Right after the party, it was a lot of seeing each other, a lot of hanging out, a lot of calling, a lot of texting, a whole lot of texting. No, because none of that happened.
What?
Well, I mean, we kissed a few times.
That's what I'm saying. The touchy feel is.
Oh no, absolutely yes, the touchy feely shit.
Right,
and then it fizzled, and it fizzled quick.
Was it boredom?
A little bit.
On both parts.
Yes. But admittedly, on my end, I was the one who was most bothered by it.
By the fizzle. You were bothered by the fizzle.
Yes.
And you wanted to correct it, or?
I did. So, this is the part nobody knows. Except
I got
for
the
Ricky.
Exclusive. I'm so happy about this. Y'all don't know. I'm a goofy fool.
There's only one person that knows this.
Right.
We've already said his name, so he knows who he is. I mean, I said it a minute ago. They'll probably rewind it, but anyway.
Hold on, let me go back. If I'm paying attention to this podcast, let me go back.
Damn, that'll be giving too much information.
See, and yeah.
That'll be giving too much information. All right. So this person was my date for the Chris Brown concert.
Right. Oh, that's real. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Now, prior to
there were other people there.
Yeah.
Just letting you know. So they don't.
So prior to us kicking it and all that good stuff and seeing each other at the party.
Right.
I had no intention whatsoever to go to this Chris Brown concert. I liked his music. I would hear some stuff.
Right.
You know, I had a little playlist in my phone that I had made.
Right.
But
it seemed like there was more excitement in your outfit.
Let me tell you about this motherfucking outfit.
Yo!
Let me tell you.
I was like, I would never be able to pull this off.
Let me tell you about my outfit, man. I felt like I looked amazing that night.
Bruh, I was rooting for you because I'm sitting there like, I need to lose 13 more pounds to even think about doing a larger version of that.
I felt really, really
The hat played.
You know where I found that hat at?
Where?
DD's for $6. My entire outfit might have costed $90.
And it looked like it costed $900. I need you to take me shopping, friend. All I have is scrubs. I literally have medical scrubs, and then this
and then t-shirts and dad jeans and
maybe some jeans. I got like 2 pairs of jeans. I got balling shorts, and that's it. Sweats.
So this outfit
though.
Once I made the decision that I was going to the concert, that's the look that I thought that I was going to go with. Right. And I was like, I've seen the look somewhere before. Literally as a look that he did himself.
BET
Award?
TDE. Not Kendrick. What's the other one? He's part of TDE. That part. Who did that part?
What you mean?
Who did the song That Part?
Oh shit, you got me. I'm lost with a lot of today's
That Part.
I'm lost with a lot of today's music.
That's okay, go ahead.
But yeah, so I literally wanted to go with this look. So I already have one of the shirts. I didn't have the pants or the sneakers or old school or cute. Okay, I see.
Okay, cool.
But the look
that's what I want. Okay,
the look was literally It was an appearance on, I believe, the BET Awards. It was when Chris Brown got out of jail.
Right.
And the first show that he did was the BET Awards. And the look he had on, I was like, I'll take that.
That is fly.
I was like, I like that.
So he rocked.
His hat was red. Right. His jeans were blue. Right. And he had on them Fear of God Nikes. I didn't like those. And it was also a different.
In the house. I don't know shit about shoes.
It was also a different fashionable era. So the jeans were still a little baggy. Right?
You're right. Okay, now I remember now because it was a little more loose now.
Yes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted the look to be now, and this is the first time. I think this is the first time besides when I went with my friend to her mother's 50th birthday party and I had to wear a tuxedo that I've actually put that much thought into a look. I literally go in my closet, I find a shirt, I find a pair of pants, and I find a pair of sneakers that matches with it because I have it, and I walk out the door.
Was it because of her? I mean,
what did I decide to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
It was.
Did she notice?
Yeah.
That's dope. You put some. Damn.
I did.
Take notes, niggas. They know this shit.
You know, I mean, my thought process was, I like this girl, and we've been playing this song and dance.
I'll be your CV
for 2 years now.
Yes.
So, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it.
Here we go.
We finally got to this point. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. So, yeah, I thought it might mean something to her.
Right.
So, I did that too.
Right.
And I went and got my sneakers, some $40 Chucks. I got them at Converse.
Right.
That was literally the most expensive thing. So, it's the concert is on a Saturday.
Right.
It's literally the Friday I get off of work. I'm supposed to have all of this shit done by now. I'm supposed to have had my hair cut. I'm supposed to have had my bag packed. All of this shit. I have gotten nothing done. I'm supposed to. My plan was to leave straight from work to Tampa because homeboy was already at the Airbnb. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I would have had literally all night in Tampa to kick it. But no, I bullshitted. So I went and got my hair cut late, and I'm like, fuck, I need to find the rest of this outfit.
All on Friday, right after work Friday.
Yeah. So I went to Ross.
I fucking love Ross. You can find anything in Ross.
And I found the jeans in Ross. The jeans were $16. I went into DD's just looking for the shirt because I literally went everywhere looking for the shirt. But while I was looking for the shirt, I was also looking for the pants. One-stop shopping, that would have been it.
Right.
So I go into DD's after that, and I don't find the shirt, but I see this hat.
That brings it back to this era. That helps. Because that's what they're rocking right now.
The hat threw me the fuck off, though, because when I went and got it off the rack, it had a fucking flap on the back and the strings that you can tighten underneath your chin.
Right.
But I looked, and it was like a top hat, but it had this mesh around the top of it. And I put it, my head is big as hell, so that was the problem with finding a fucking hat. This is why I don't laugh. This is why the fuck I don't wear hats. This is where the fuck I don't wear hats, man. I hate wearing hats because my head is big. And I can only wear hats when my hair is cut. If I got that other shit I had going on, I can't even...
Wait. Did you cut before or after?
Well before.
Was this part of it?
No.
Wow. Because that opens up a whole nother set of questions there.
All right. Since we're being honest, a little bit.
You already had in your head that you wanted to cut your hair. Was it because of me? Let me tell you what my daughter... I'm going to pause you there. Because my daughter's like, why are you growing your hair? I said, because I saw somebody big that hair looked good. And I bet you I can make my hair look good while it's growing, and then I'll lock it. And so I was like...
I like to look at the party, though.
Did
I was like, yo, that looks good on Scott.
Right? And I was like,
I told you that too.
It looks good on him, and his head's like mine a little bit, because I got a big head. I got a lump, though. So it's... you got a lump, and I got a slope with a fucking knowledge. Yeah, and I got the hot dog packs in the back. So I was like, but nobody sees it.
But I'm on my way. Fuck.
So you were already going to make the decision. So I figured I hope I didn't make him cut you.
No, not at all.
Because people get funky when you're trying to like. No, I'm not saying I didn't imitate. Never. I just figured, you're unique. Who doesn't want to be unique?
I would absolutely never. I mean, but that was my look for like off and on for like the past like 3 years. Maybe a little bit
waves. As soon as you cut them, the waves just go in. I hate you.
Literally.
I hate you because I don't have to brush my hair forever.
I mean, he cut my hair. It took him maybe a week to grow because he cut it really low.
Right.
Took it maybe a week to grow back, and then that's when I started like the do-rag treatment and all of that shit. What I would do before. I had to remember all this shit.
I forgot. And I'm about to ask questions, nigga, if I decide to cut it. Hey, you remember that?
I did. I had to do all that shit. I had to remember all that shit.
And cut it again.
And then one more cut, and then I put that leave-in conditioner on it.
Leave it.
And I threw the do-rag on, right?
Done.
And then I got in the shower. And then I got
sped up the cooking.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, I'm telling y'all, if y'all paying attention to this, I'm dead ass. I remember bits and pieces he just brought out. Okay, all right. So you've already made that decision to cut, and part of it was because that's why I told you I thought maybe he thought I was like trying to imitate.
No,
I'm sorry.
I feel that.
So all right, cool. I feel a lot better now because I just wanted something different for my hair.
Yeah.
And I went to go braid the shit.
Yeah, but that looks good on you too. I like that.
The two braids.
That's honestly what I was trying to get to with the long hair. I just never braided it.
Never went on.
But it was long enough that I fucking pull my hair down from here and put it in with my beard.
Oh, you would have had.
That's how long.
You would have had hang time.
Yeah, I mean, I had hair when I was in school. I had really, really long hair.
When I was young, it was like
when I was young, I had really long hair. Like when I cut my hair, it was probably here. Yeah, and that was the longest it had ever gotten. I was like 18 years old.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you got the haircut.
Yeah.
You got it treated. It was already a little bit of it was because I want a different look. I want to impress.
Mm-hmm.
And people aren't honest about stuff like that. That's really dope. Y'all got to understand, seriously, men do think about these things if you're important.
Mm-hmm.
If you're important to them, all right, there's subtle changes they'll make, okay, that they're hoping you pay attention to. Mm-hmm. Just like when a woman cuts her hair, does something different, the cliche thing, do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the guy's like, what? They don't understand. Pay attention.
You know how important that is?
Mm.
There's this girl who I work with.
Sorry, it keeps blowing in your face.
I don't even notice it.
Cool.
Okay. There's this girl who I work with.
Right.
Who is absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous. And she's naturally beautiful. I noticed when she put makeup on for the first time, at least since I've met her.
Right.
And I noticed it off rip. But she's naturally beautiful. She's got a beautiful shape.
Mm.
She's got a pretty white teeth, pretty smile.
Mm.
Gorgeous complexion, and it's even.
All her teeth there?
Yes. She's beautiful. And she's got a nice little mixed personality because she's from San Diego, California, but also grew up here a little bit.
Yeah, so it's a little mix of...
Yeah.
A little dab of bouge, a little dab of...
Yeah.
So she pays attention. Oh. Go ahead.
So... it's harmless flirting. She's got a boyfriend. Doesn't prevent.
So it's work boyfriend, work play.
Yeah,
maybe
that's all.
That's not you beat me though, dude. So
right,
don't come to
right,
don't come.
Right. You're not gonna whoop my motherfucking
You're not. If anything, keep testing me and I'll take you, girl.
Shit. Real shit.
That's how I feel at work half the time. Like you
on some Chris Brown shit.
Turn your neck, your dame missing. Mike Jones.
Who?
I almost repeated it.
Mike Jones.
So now you got the ensemble now. You got the chucks, you got the pants, you got the shirt. All right, the hat does the thing with the string. Boom. And
I don't have the shirt yet.
Oh, you don't have the shirt. Okay.
So, but I'm thinking with this hat, I'm like, yo, this hat is fucking dope. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut the fucking strings and the flap off this bitch, and I'm just gonna put it on. This is the only hat that I've found like this style that fits me. It doesn't fit me all the way on my fucking head like this, but if I rock it like this, I was like, that will set the look off. I'm literally thinking all of this. I'm like, okay, cool. My last bet was to go into Rue 21. And
I've never been there before. I don't think they had shit in my size. So.
I've gotten a little bit too big for their pants, which I used to love to buy because I used to be able to fit into them. I can't now.
We'll get back to that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I went into Rue 21 and I'm looking through the clearance rack and everything like that. And I find a shirt that's the lumberjack black and red, just like the one that I put on, but it was yellow. So I take it to the register. I'm like, sweetheart, do you have a shirt just like this, but in black and red? And she was like, it's over there. And I walked past it twice. That's why she said it like that.
Oh. Okay.
Plus, I've been there before, so I know.
So she knows what's up, right?
It's over there. And I'm like, okay, all right. So I see two of them. One is a 2X. I wasn't putting that shirt on to wear it. I was putting that shirt on to tie around my waist.
Right.
The shirt that I had that fit was a 3X, and it was long, like the look I was going for, with the addition of the one that was tied around my waist.
Right.
Look complete.
Done.
Right? Find the pants.
What time is it now? You got everything. It's Friday night.
Yeah, it's Friday night, so it's like 9:00.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
I go home.
Call me next time to remind me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Shit.
But luckily, nothing's going on that night. It was just a night to come into the city and get checked into the Airbnb and stuff.
Right.
So
they were already there. Was this the group or like...
two of them were already there?
Okay.
And then I came, and then whoever else was like my date and another party, they showed up the next day, like right before the show.
Oh, okay.
Got dressed there and shit.
Okay. See, that was a whole other set of questions. That I was like, did you get to, a night on the town the night before? Damn.
And I knew that wasn't happening either. I thought the night on the town would have been the night of the show.
Did it kick off? Like when they had to rush or go?
We kind of did rush and go. We missed a lot of acts.
Oh, everybody was just late.
Yeah, everybody as a whole, we were all late. I mean, we bullshitted a little bit. You saw that video that was posted when
right.
I was driving the boat.
I was sitting there like, what are they doing? I'm living vicariously through people on Snap and Instagram. I'm sitting there like, I want to do that. I want to drive a boat. I want to do that. I want to get on and have some fun. So the concert was dope. He puts on one hell of a show.
That's probably the best environment I've ever been in. The greatest atmosphere that I've ever been in.
I've always wanted to see Michael, and I was close to seeing him before he died. Like we were set up to buy the tickets on that 50 city tour he had. He had sold out 100 cities or whatever. And then there were extra tickets, and I'm just like, I will pay these $300 to go see Mike. I like performances if you can sing too. Janet does that.
But Janet barely gets away with it because Janet can't really sing.
Right.
At least, people like Michael was never considered to be a really good singer as an adult.
No.
But he was a really good singer as an adult.
He was different. The voice, you're not going to imitate that voice.
Michael created sounds that everybody still imitates to this day when they're trying to sing. Whether it's
out of my life.
The rasp in a note when you're trying to say something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people do that. That shit. Yeah. That's my favorite Mike.
That was it. Mm-hmm. And then that was the nothing. It fizzled from there.
It had been fizzling. The night personally between she and I was much less than expected.
Do you think there was something different you could have done?
No.
It was just made to be that way to fizzle. It was a star. Okay, then so the next question would be, do you have any regrets? Like, do you wish it, even for that night you had a few, drinks and kick it?
Because
would that complicated things?
Probably.
On your end or on hers? Because,
probably on both. And I think I liked her a little bit more than she liked me. And it seemed like it was the other way around at first.
I know that feeling. That shit sucks, bro. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
But it's all good. The cool thing about all of that, though, is when, shit, can I say that? Oh, she ain't watching the show anyway. When this thing kicks off in February, that you're probably not aware of, or maybe you are, y'all will all show up, and it would be like y'all cool. You feel?
Oh yeah,
that's the dopest part.
Yeah, ain't no love lost.
That's what I'm saying.
Ain't no
that's
love lost.
Because
now, I'm not gonna lie. It had gotten to the point where every post, every picture was hit with a like or a love or a comment or something.
You couldn't help it. It was automatic.
On both ends. And that stopped.
I didn't notice. Only on...
Abruptly.
I think only on... What was it, Instagram that I noticed, or Facebook?
Probably more so on Facebook.
I think I saw, and then... Because you can see who likes stuff now. So then I click, and I'm nosy. I'm bored. I ain't got shit to do with it. Click. Who all...
There you go.
Looked at her picture.
There you go, right now.
Boom. There you go.
L Boogie Jordan.
Boogie.
It's a love. It's not a like.
It's a heart.
Right.
And then
not this fucking shit that I hate.
Why do we hate that so much? I need you to give me more.
I think this is so fucking sarcastic.
You're good. I think it should come with a note. If you hit the thumbs up, it should come with the little gun with the sign that comes out and says bang, and you shoot that bitch. This is not meant with sarcasm. Thank you. I need to know if you're just...
This thumb is being used. My bad. This thumb is being used as a term of endearment. Enjoy.
Thank you. That's what I want some explanation.
Yeah, fucking the cool thumbs get on my nerves. This is one cat. I'll have a string of ha-has, and he'll come in with a fucking like and ruin it. There's 3 people like that. Maybe 4.
I'm one of those. I apologize. I mean to click it and go because I'm going through everything. I said, that is funny. Great. Or if it's
it literally takes half a second to hold and swipe to
it. It does. And I'm that lazy person. I am lazy. My thumb hurt because I'm already liking through all this stuff that, I'm like, I would get out. I think half of my likes are, fuck you, you're having fun, and I'm not. The other are like,
oh, you sarcastic.
The other half is like, oh, I know what's going on here. Like, oh,
I know those likes too. I know those likes too, Scott.
I like this. I know what's going on here because it's great.
I know this fucking like, Scott. God damn. Or a GIF or something like that.
Yes. Dang, you know, have me crying.
Or the motherfucking...
What's the one hiding behind it? Oh, yes! Yes! That's me! I got it. Matter of fact, I got it saved in every phone or every this. I need the popcorn. Where my pop or Michael?
Yeah.
Yo, I need that. Because I want more.
Favorite meme to use when something is spicy or something like that, and you chime it in on it without saying nothing. Is the Joker eating popcorn? The cartoon Joker eating.
Oh yes. He's so sick.
And the GIF is short. He's just sitting there chewing the fuck out this popcorn on a loop.
Just what's next? Come on. Or what about the gazelle?
The giraffe that says keep going.
Oh,
that's one of my favorites too.
I like the gazelle. That's just Just I wish I can create these just for me, so I can be like, I want something that's looking back and forth. Like I'm waiting. Who's next? What's next?
Something we can.
I need to do this. I need to spend time on this. Get some thumb strength. All right. How old are you?
I'm 32 years old.
How tall are you?
6'4".
What's your favorite movie?
Ooh. Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Give me some. What's the worst movie you ever seen?
Wow. This might take some thought. What's the name of the movie that just came out with T.I. and Mike Epps? The Trap?
Oh, I didn't see. That's how bad it was.
That's the worst movie I've ever seen.
Wow. Okay.
It's terrible.
34. I am 5'10" and a half. Favorite movie? All right. People get mad. It's besides Black Panther, because I watched that bitch a million times, and I got the extended Friday.
I've seen that twice.
Friday's my favorite movie. I got the extended version. I watched it so many times that my kids bought me they found the extended version where Pops is in the kitchen, and there's more to that. Mm-hmm. People don't realize there's more.
Yes.
It took me 20 times to realize that bitch is in the bed with the nigga with the damn pants on.
Dog.
You know how long look. I'm like, this bitch is in the bed with the nigga. Okay, that was clever. I didn't notice that. Worst, next behind that was...
Who you went to the club with last night?
Mm-hmm. Because some I can't remember at all.
You a lie, yes you did.
I don't remember her part.
Right under that is Save the Last Dance. That meant something to me for a while because I did do interracial relationships were brand new to me at the time, and my cousins used to beat me up and pick on me because I was dating a white girl at one point. That stopped because she would say mother, father, brother, sister. She wouldn't call, hey, mom, dad, pops, or the brother's name. Like, I would call my sister Ebony. I wouldn't say, hey, mother. Sister. Yeah.
Hello, father.
And she got mad because I didn't want to have sex with her in the forest, in the trailer, where there were bugs around. I'm very clean. I can do some outside shit.
Fuck?
Bruh, listen. She gave me dome in the backseat of this caddy that my homeboy was driving. Shout out B. Wade. Coolest singer I've ever met in my life. Most handsome guy you would ever meet at school. Girls would throw panties at him in high school. Ends up with this big blob. Just disrespectful white girl. And I just didn't understand. You literally had the finest girls in the world talking to you. Yeah, I don't care. Look, I said, and I looked at him like, what the fuck? So he did me a solid. And he's driving. And he goes, yo, all right, no problem. But he had the front, the caddies, the front row is a whole row. So you had to bench back. And so I'm sitting up here like this in the back seat trying to get some dome. And you're not extendo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she remembered that. And because I'll tell you the honest truth, I think I only told 2 people this. The reason why I didn't have sex with you, Maureen Priest, is because your pussy was purple. And I saw it and I didn't know no better. I was brand new to sex.
On that note, I've got to go to the bathroom.
Break. We'll wrap it up real soon, I promise y'all. Woo.
Again, I saw another perfect selfie moment.
And you didn't bring your phone.
Take advantage.
Yeah, I'm telling you, fucking up, bro.
Fuck.
You ever try to look for somebody on Facebook and see if they the same, and you never can find them?
Yep.
That's what I just tried to see if I can find them. And I can't.
It happens so often.
I am. It sounds like I'm being a creep, but I'm trying to find this girl, Norma. Can't think of her last name now. This Mexican girl I was dating, and I broke up with her to go with this other Spanish girl, Amelia Cruz, maybe. The way I found it was I had old girl take me to the store. I had to go get a money order for my rent. And I'm signing money order, and me and the black guy behind the window looked at the door, and we saw the fattest ass you can ever see under the AMSCAT sign. I almost left my damn check there, because I was finna go get this. I didn't know what her face looked like or nothing, but I was like, whoa, okay, cool. I go get my check. I go, and she goes into this pawn shop that my ex used to work at. Now, I walk in, and they're like, hey, Sky. Kind of like, hey, Joe. I'm like, fuck all you bitches. Y'all knew my girl was cheating on me. And y'all didn't say anything. Fuck all y'all. I said it. And I kept going. And then the girl was there. And she looked at me.
Oh.
Yeah, she knew me. But I didn't know her. Even to this day, she was like, yeah, I knew of you. I just didn't know, whatever. So I said, hey, I got a spot. We can go out to the club tonight. Blah, 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 blah. It was probably the best sex I ever had in my life. Next to my wife, of course. Of course. But I did all of that while the girl was dating. Kind of was in the car out there waiting for me. I was planning on breaking up with her anyway. I'm gonna tell you why. Little ears go to bed. She had a sick asphyxiation with my dick. She would, and I'm young now. I'm 18, 19. I would go to bed on my pillow. She would go to bed on my thigh. And she would just hold it, play with it, the whole thing. And I'm just like, I wake up and why there's a puddle of drool all over my hip and on the bed, because she would sit there and just dome it while I'm sleeping. I would pass out, and it scared me. Because who the fuck would do some shit like this? Now that I'm grown, I'm like, where are you?
Oh my God.
18, 19, I was scared of this girl. Big old titties, pretty face, no ass, whatever. And I had shit. I had an apartment with nothing. And she would just praise it like it was and that was scary. That was mad scary.
I've never been in an interracial relationship.
It's not that special.
It's nothing against them at all.
Right.
Nothing against them at all.
Mm-hmm.
White women do not turn me on. Mm-hmm. I'm not at all aroused by white women.
As I got older, that fell off too. I think what it was just curiosity. Because you know how to get what you know how to hunt. I know my mom's a black woman, obviously, so I know how to go after black women. So majority of the women I've dated have been black, right? But the idea of what people saw has always been flipped. Oh, Scott fucked with white girls. I fucked with one white girl. That was it at the time. It was just one. And that went around the whole school. My cousins beat me up and played, picked at me forever. The next year, they all dating white girls. I'm dating a Spanish girl.
The main reason why, I just have my preference.
Right.
I fucking love chocolate.
I do. And I like the blacker they are now.
As long, and this is just my preference, I will date any woman who I vibe with, who I'm attracted with.
Facts.
Who I'm attracted to.
Facts.
And if she, in a strange turn of events, turns out to be white, then so fucking be it. It'll be weird, but it'll be overshadowed by the tone of I straight vibe with her. So the color of your skin don't mean nothing to me right now.
There you go. Here's where I have a problem with interracial relationships, and this is coming from one who's in one, right? Is the brother? There's two reasons. One, if the guy who happens to be black is dogging sisters along the way because he got his heart broken, or look, I got my feelings hurt by sisters too at the time. I wasn't a thug. I didn't have the gold teeth. I didn't have the dreads, none of that stuff. And they dogged me. But I run it. My dad shook me and said, look at me. You see me? I'm not the most handsome man in the world. But look at that woman I'm with. And I'm like, damn, my daddy fucking loves this.
Listen, dog, I love the fact that you were able to have that upbringing, because mine was completely different.
Sometimes I feel bad, but then I look at the experiences that other people have lived through and say, wow, I don't think I could have did that. But that's a culmination of what you've lived through.
All right, so my mother was... Both of my parents were very young. My mother got pregnant with me at 14 years old and had me at 15. My mother and I grew up together.
Dope.
You feel me?
Right.
We grew up together. My dad, while he's a good guy, he just wasn't around because he was in the street.
Right.
He was just in the street. He's a street nigga.
Right.
That's what happens when
you won't change that.
That's what happens when you grow up on Terrace in Hempstead and
right.
in New York. That's just what the niggas do. They either fucking become junkies or they become the get money niggas.
And you had to get money.
And the pops was want to get, but I mean, he got in trouble.
That was the vibe of the 80s, though, right? You either went to jail selling it or you smoked it.
Facts. That was the rush of all of that.
Bro, there's so much to talk about on that. We'll do that next time. The whole crack era, all of that affected the way us as men have been raised. But thank God for mom, right?
Yeah, because while mom was very young, the support system around was outstanding. It was all women. It was my grandmother. It was my Aunt Lorraine, who lives here. Mm-hmm. My Aunt Leah, who's the middle sister.
Right.
And then my mom's the baby.
Right.
The baby had the first grandchild. I'm the oldest.
Gotcha. Okay.
Out of all the cousins and stuff.
Right.
I'm the oldest. So my upbringing was being raised by women, but tough women. My grandmother was sick all her life when I was alive.
Right.
I had no idea. Until right before she passed.
I'm not gonna lie. I hate that shit.
She was sick all her life.
Because they don't want nobody to be worried
or feel sorry for her. Nothing like that. Because she was so used to
let me know.
My grandmother, she died.
Tough.
Love her to death. Loved her to death. God rest her soul. Loved her to death. My grandmother was my best friend. She's the reason why I like basketball.
That's dope as fuck.
She's the reason why I like basketball. My grandmother got me into basketball because I would just be wanting to kick it with my grandmother because I loved her that much. Like she was around all the time. So I go in her room to kick it with her, and she in there smoking one of her Pall Mall Gold 100s.
The skinny ones?
Yep.
or the old school. Yeah, the Pall Mall.
She's sitting in her chair with her legs crossed just like this. Ashtray right here. And the game is on NBC.
And she's in it.
And she's into it. And she knows exactly what she's talking about. She knows who the players are. She knows what play is being run. My grandmother loved basketball.
Shout out to your grandmother, man. That's love right there.
She got me into basketball. She's the reason why I like the Lakers because Magic was her favorite player. Now, growing up, I was an Allen Iverson fan.
Me.
Yeah.
In my house, Dad was born, raised Cape Town, South Africa, but Chicago.
Okay.
In Chicago. But he was an Orlando Magic fan.
Okay.
Mom was raised here. Chicago Bulls fan.
Oh, wow.
That was the craziest thing. In my house, when they finally made it to the finals, the Magic beat Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. The shit that went down, because my dad finally had one up on my mom.
You talking about when Shaq then beat Jordan, right?
Yes. Yeah. When my dad finally, yeah, in your face, yeah. I'm sitting there like, I like Allen Iverson. Like, fuck you. They don't care what you want.
They beat him fair and square, too.
It was nice.
They beat him fair and square.
That I fell out of sports. Well, let me go back. Where did you get your first male interaction? Or did you have any male interaction? Like any kind of like uncles that'd be like, yo, hey, OGs that'd be like, hey, nigga, don't do this.
I love my mother to death, but when she was young, she had terrible taste in men. So it was never a case like that, right?
Right.
My grandmother's ex-boyfriend, we used to call him Uncle Pancho, this Dominican dude.
Right.
We would always see him riding around.
Right,
Uncle Pancho was a jack-of-all-trades handyman. He got jobs wherever he could find them at. They ain't been together in years. But he would always see myself and my cousin Michael, who I live with now. We grew up like brothers.
Right.
So he would always see us around doing stuff, riding bikes. He knew we were Laura's grandson, so he knew to look out. So
that's
he taught us how to ride bikes. He said that you don't ride with your toes, you ride with the ball of your foot because your toe can slip off the pedal.
Damn, you remember all of that.
I do.
Damn, that's dope.
I do.
Because
it was a life-changing lesson because prior to that I had no idea how to ride a bike.
Fucking your shit up.
And the women didn't know how to teach me.
Right. I asked all of this and I think you know where I'm going with this. people get a little frustrated with me, and this is where the death threats came from. There were like guys who are my mom, fuck you, fuck niggas, fuck that, and I'm just like, I'm not saying women can't raise a beautiful watch. Women build the best watches, right? A watch becomes a timepiece when someone goes in there and implements just the smallest of things and turns it into a beautiful timepiece. But you need those pieces. And they may not even, the watchmaker may not even made the entire watch. He's just the one putting the smaller pieces in.
Right.
Your Uncle Pancho put in the pieces. You feel me? And so I have to explain it this way. Trust me, my mom and my dad were like this. They were like this. My dad said, my job is to hold the bricks. My dad is like, I hold the hammer. I hold the whatever. Her job she tells me what to build. My dad told me that. And with that, after I'm done building, she may have been the architect. I put it into play. Because if she puts it into play, she has the dirtier hands. If she puts it into play, it looks like there's nobody here doing, building, protecting, providing. I do that. I don't care if I never get, some of the extra stuff that comes with it. I don't need a big piece of chicken. He did get it, right? Rightly so. But you will learn. She teaches you your emotions. And you can see with a lot of black men, you can tell if they had a stronger female background with a little sprinkle of a male or a stronger male and a little bit of female or equal.
There was no sprinkle of a male anywhere.
See? You know what I'm saying? But Uncle Pancho did the little pieces, right? So that's why even that is, to me, is a sprinkle, because even a little bit is vast. You know what I'm saying? You learned a whole new skill set altogether, and you picked up some skills, right? You knew who to stay from too.
Yeah, because I mean, being taught back then, where I grew up at, in the era where you had to do shit like that to entertain yourself, learning how to ride a bike, that shit opened up so many different doors for you as a kid. Because now you can get to places that you didn't want to go to if you walked or fucking ran. Right. Because you know how to ride a bike. Right. You get to learn how to pop wheelies and shit like that. You get to take one of the quarter water jugs and smush it and then stick it in your tire so that it sounds like a motor.
And that was your thing too, because of the motor sounds. That also appealed to you. There's a lot of psychological stuff that goes into this and why men are the way we are today. Yes. My mom showed me how to be emotional. My dad showed me when. Wow. So I could stay out of fucking trouble. That's why when I I didn't tell you this. I was at the barbershop today, getting edge up after I got the 4 braids instead of 2 because it made my head look weird. They were talking, I bumped into the guy. And I found out that he's the son of a teacher that I adored, Mr. Brown, my first black teacher who lived down the street from me. All right. And he was like, "Oh, you from Bokeep? Oh, man, what you about? Let me give you the Bokeep discount." I'm like, I can pay you the $20. I'm good. Like, you just, whatever. I told him they were talking about what happens when someone spits on you. You black the fuck out. And they were telling me about what they did, and we were talking about Seminole High School, and we knew who all the Rich Head was the dean, and all these other Wins family, all of them. Yeah. So I told him one time this white boy spit on me, and I will remember. He says I still feel it today. He says I felt it right here. I said, man, this shit hit me in my eye and hit my lip. The minute it hit my lip, I was on top of him. Bamming him like this because I didn't know how to fight. Yeah, I didn't know how to fight because I didn't have to. Right. I was around white people all the time, gifted programs, IB, all that shit. A lot of black folks didn't get into that. So when I got on him, all of a sudden I'm Donkey Konging the shit out of him. Just, and I didn't stop. And Rich Head saw me from way over there. Now my dean and Cha-Cha, fat belly dude. Oh, okay. He can run. He used to run track, so he teached track. He was the first one there, and he couldn't stop me. Something about somebody spitting on you. Yeah, you were right. And then Rich Head being old and strong, old strong. Charles Oakley, 6'4", kind of lifted, and I hit him, and he goes, "Jackie and Scott wouldn't like me to do that." get off him, son.
Yeah.
His voice dropped to how you been playing around, fuck you, playing around with a deep voice, and something snapped. Dad said, when to be emotional. I lost it. Mm-hmm. And from then on, he said, don't you know that this can get you out of school forever? This is it. This is what they want you to do. Mm-hmm. Scott, your GPA is 4.2. They looking for you to fuck up.
I've never had a 4.2. Damn.
I was fucking genius. That's stupid shit. It's all it was for me in school at the time, especially when they got you in the gifted program. Gifted didn't mean shit. If you ever had a gifted program, what it was is they did a test for a lot of students. And you had to look at these ink blots and you had to pull this puzzle. And what they were testing for, I didn't find out till much later, was whether you were ADHD or a regular student, because I wouldn't sit down in class. I found out.
I wouldn't either.
It's testosterone. It's regular. So you have these middle of nowhere middle of the country white women coming to teach these black boys in the hood,
right? And
they can't control the boys.
Right.
Then they give you some crack. Basically, a Ritalin. It's just crack with a few peptide covalent bonds switch. That's it. That's why it gets slowed down and kids look like they're retarded. Fast forward, he's like, they want you to go to jail. You need to understand. I didn't get it at the time, but then Dad looked at me and they were furious. And I didn't get it. Mm. My mom was mad as all hell. Because she was like, you should have got him when you couldn't get caught. That's why I got my ass whooped, because I did it in front of everybody. My dad was only mad because Mom was mad. When the head was turned, when she went to the kitchen, he looked at me. He goes, disrespect you like that. I wish you weren't caught, because you could go to jail. Because I got handcuffs on me for the first time now. He's a white kid. High-end rich white kid too. So they press charges, the whole thing. I'm about to go to jail. And if it wasn't for the deans coming in and say, well, he did this, this, and this, and found out he's the one that stole my watch a year earlier because he was rocking this shit, that made me want to beat his ass in the principal office then. Because I was looking at him and I said, that's the watch I lost. This nigga stole my jeans, my shirt, my whole locker was like stuff. So tell me the universe of God doesn't work in favor. He deserved that ass whooping. And when I told my mom, because they whooped my ass for losing that shit the first week of school, it was like, all right, so it wasn't that much, but he still told me, son, you got to control your emotions. You got to. I understand. The spit touched your lip. I would have lost it too. So that's why I got the whooping from moms a little bit. Dad usually used to join in and tag team my ass. He let me slide, gave me an ice cream cone later on that day. I'll never forget that. Dad was shout out. And so when I found out that was at that point, around that time, I found out not everybody had Dad, because all the boys would come to my house. I thought I was popular. No, it was my dad. Fuck you. My dad, I didn't get that. So I always want to, and then I brought all this up to ask, to give you a reason why I asked about your past and how you carry yourself. You carry yourself a lot more cleaner than most dudes do, because moms will tell you if you funky as shit. The women will. It's about presentation.
Yeah.
And men don't. Dad didn't teach me present. He taught me how to tie, but my mom corrected the tie. You feel me? So I know that's the reason why I brought that up to that point. I wanted to know what you thought. You had a point to make. I said after I Donkey Konged the shit out of somebody, I was fighting Dean song.
Oh, right, the Dean thing. Yeah. So I was talking about basketball.
Okay.
And when I was a freshman in high school and I moved to Queens, excuse me, and I went to August Martin High School.
August Martin. That's in Queens, right? You say Queens. Okay.
That's some of the best basketball I ever played in my life. Because I was...
Yeah, highlights for that one. That was in the newspaper, wasn't it? I don't know. I got to do research before I bring people on, my friend. I do. I was like, he mentioned something about that.
Still in school right now.
Still, get out. Big up yourself. Don't be... Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. They still can't do shit. They can't touch it.
Somebody could. These kids play basketball different these days. I just so happened to get hot one night.
This nigga playing it down like a
I did. I just happened to get hot one night, man. I'm telling you.
That's skill. That's that summer. That's the beat up. That's the boys. That's out. All of that's the culmination. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
So, Dean.
But yeah, that was some of the best basketball I used to play. That was some of the best basketball I ever played in my life. And the main reason being is because it wasn't just because like the way we was hooping in PE, because we was really getting it in. Like we was playing like full court the long way, and like usually you'd be able to run 3 games of full court the short way because of the shorter goals.
Right.
But we wanted to play, and Herman and Baez, who were the gym teachers, they said, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. So they would okay it, and we'd be out there. The only reason why they okayed it is because we was really out there playing. It wasn't a bunch of foul calling and shit like that.
No.
We was really out there running and playing good games as freshmen and sophomores and playing real good basketball.
Getting in there. Mm-hmm. And Dean was just like...
So what I found out afterwards, because again, I'm new to Queens. I know nothing about nothing out here. I'm brand new. And I've been meaning to find some place to play basketball besides just playing in PE.
Right.
The park that was closest to us, where we moved to in Queens at first, was too far away.
Right.
To go to frequently. So I found out that the dean hoops, and he was nice. This black dude. I was like 14 at the time, so Dean Williams was probably, I don't know, maybe my age.
Right.
I'm 32.
In the early 30s.
Yeah,
right.
It's my age. And he would open the gym after school.
Right.
And the teachers would come in and stuff. The teachers that could hoop. Yeah.
Teachers didn't do shit like that.
Yeah. The teachers that could hoop, and he would, if you could play, he would invite you. And that's when I found out that I could shoot. I mean, I knew I had a little jump shot, a little shot that would go in.
But you got the eye.
And because I watched, a bunch of Ray Allen and Allen Houston tapes and stuff like that, because I would also tape the games and sit and watch them back, a lot. So I used to watch a lot of Allen Houston growing up in New York. You see the Knicks on TV all the time.
Right.
So he's one of my favorite shooters of all time. So I'll watch a lot of his tapes and stuff like that. A lot of Ray Allen. And they would tell me, like, yo, like, you shoot this flawlessly. You can really shoot the ball. Like, these teachers was, like, hyping me up.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, cool. This feels good. This feels good. So my very first game that I played with them for that high school, August Mar High School, my very first game against Corona from the other side of Queens. We're just warming up at the beginning. You can't dunk in a layup line back then in high school. Dumbass shit. I feel like I was in the 60s, some New York City room.
Oh.
Yeah, dumbass shit. I mean, that's over and done with now. These niggas be doing dunk contest shit in the layup line now. Back then, it would have been a little Iverson net burner. Right. That was it. But one day just, you barely graze the top of the rim. That's how I used to dunk. I didn't have crazy hops.
Yeah, we had the spider. Niggas dunking and flipping upside.
Real shit. Like, you country niggas is like, you niggas y'all is different kind of athletes, bro. These southern niggas are the best athletes that I've ever played against.
They stay outside in the sun all day.
And one nigga told me to train for football season, they would light the brush on fire and they would have to catch the jackrabbits as they came out of it.
Wow. I've heard something about that before, but I didn't think it was real. Like, somebody was talking.
Fucking serious? You have to chase these fast ass jackrabbits that are running for their fucking life because their house on fire. These niggas are in full flight mode,
and they catching them,
and you have to catch, and they're catching them. You got it, sir. You got it. You're faster, you're bigger, you're stronger. You got it.
Got it.
I'll probably be able to shoot better, but
that's it.
So, but yeah, that's when I found out that
there's not a lot of shooters that I knew growing up. I accidentally ended up playing with Amari. We went to Bethune-Cookman out there in Daytona Beach. Was out there playing around. And he happened to be there. Now, obviously, I didn't know who the fuck he was.
Right.
But I'm having a little flashback here. But I can tell you from the first time, this is the first time I ever had a man's nuts on my forehead.
Pause.
Super pause.
Heavy on Pause. You know what we used to say before we said pause back in the day?
What did y'all used to say?
New York niggas, we used to say, "Hey, yo."
Word.
Like, yeah, that's what we used to say before.
So
pause.
how does the sentence go? If you even say something that's kind of borderline,
like you say what you just said.
Right.
That's the first time I ever had a man's nuts on my floor. You be like, "Hey, yo," like, come on, my nigga. Like,
so somebody got to say the pause now. It doesn't matter if I say it along somebody. But if nobody says pause, that means everybody suspects you. So I want you to say pause or pause. Remember, I said it then. Fuck it. Pause. Because he dunked as if I wasn't even fucking there. And this is 215 Scott. A little belly.
I would love to be 215.
That's the goal.
If I was 215 right now,
you be in the NBA?
Nah.
You don't see with a shot?
Nah, this left knee is shredded. And I'm weird heighted. Like, I'm 6'3.5", like 6'4", but I don't handle the ball well enough to be an NBA point guard in today's game. So that's why when I was in school and stuff like that.
Can't you just be a shooting guard? Boom, pop and shoot.
I mean, but that's boring.
JJ Redick?
That's boring to me. What I didn't handle the ball well enough to be a point guard, but I played like point forward growing up because I can handle the ball. Right. Yeah, I mean, I definitely had a little bit of handle.
Protect the ball. Nobody can get it.
Right. I definitely had a little bit of handle. And I found out that I could shoot. So, like, I would bring the ball up. I set everybody up. Shit like that. And I forgot where I was going.
You were just explaining about balls and stuff. Because I was saying if you was 250, you were saying 215.
Oh yeah,
how dangerous you would be. I said NBA.
Yeah. No, this left knee is it's a wrap.
Here's the problem though. I jumped.
I've been dunked on once in my life, and it was at Rosemont Park by this kid. And it was only because I just so happened to be standing under the rim, and the ball came off, and he had a putback dunk.
Nah. This nigga.
But I mean, it was a putback dunk. Like the nigga's stomach was right here. I'm like, oh shit! That's the first time I've had to do some shit like that. I've never been dunked on before.
I jumped because I'm not scared. I'm fearless. I'm solid 215.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna run me over.
Right.
So I jumped.
So you're gonna have to dunk over me.
You're going to have to. I'm Charles Barkley in that bitch. I jumped up as high as I could. I could touch the rim at the time, but couldn't dunk. So that's where I am at 5'10" and a half. Like I had a little bit of ups, and I jumped, and it was just not. I jumped, he jumped, I'm going up, he kept going up, I'm going down. I don't have enough.
I'm going down.
I'm going down, and all I was just. It smeared the top part. Just I felt it. I was mad as shit. I kind of pushed him. He still dunked it. Just a long armed it and just blam. Everybody laughed, and I didn't know who he was. And it never made no sense. It didn't care. It's no big deal because I'm a nobody, right? So if I would walk up to Marty, hey man, you dunked on me one time, he would feel like, yeah, I've dunked on a lot of people.
Yeah, great,
no big deal.
Sorry,
and this was obviously before I didn't know anything about him or, that he was a prospect for anything in high school, college. He showed up at it. He just happened to be there.
Banned on your goof ass.
Not goof. He did it on other people, but I'm the only one to complain, I'm sure, about having nuts on the forehead.
So pause. Thank you for saying it first. The very first time I ever saw an NBA guy in action, he was still kind of brand new.
Right.
It wasn't a very popular guy, but he was popular-ish around the time.
Right.
His name was Wally Zerbiak, and he used to play for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
He sounds like he belongs there.
Yeah.
Wally Zerbiak.
Wally Zerbiak.
I don't even know who he is.
Yeah. He played. He was like in the Kevin Garnett era with the Minnesota Timberwolves back then.
Okay.
So, my homeboy's friend. What is so funny?
I just feel like the story's gonna be funny. I preempted laughter. Like I don't know how to explain it, but like my chuckle.
No, it's not funny. No funny. Blood. No funny. Anyway, so my friend's dad used to. I think he worked in Nassau Coliseum or something like that. So we used to be able to like get into little events if they were having like things going on at the gym, and there was like an open run at Nassau Coliseum. Right. And Wally Zerbiak just happened to be there. And he's playing against a bunch of guys from.
Did you know who he was at the time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I watched enough basketball. I knew who he was.
I probably.
I mean, he's the first guy I ever seen shoot from like, 7-8 feet from behind the NBA 3-point line. And them shit was going in like
water.
Like he practiced that. First guy I've ever seen do that.
That's crazy. I am very, very glad I was able to get you on.
Yes, sir.
Like, this has been the hardest fucking... You're a busy guy, and I will not...
I'm literally doing nothing.
So you be that dude, be like, yeah, I got shit to do, but you be at home watching Netflix. I'll be there.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
I hate you.
But no, not all the time. Sometimes, like, there was a long stretch where I was on go.
Yeah.
Literally for like 6-8
I'll never take away somebody's hustle. You got shit to do, you got shit to do. Yeah. So I definitely have to get you back on here. You got to make the promise on here now. You'll be back to the Panther Spot podcast, yes?
Yes, I will be back.
He said yes. And hopefully I'll have another co-host. Actually, I was planning on trying to get both of y'all on at the same time.
Who's y'all?
It was gonna be like VP.
Oh, that would have been
oof, Jesus.
I'll definitely be.
That's a chocolate dip, boy.
I will definitely.
I'm finna say this. I don't give a fuck. She know who I tell her all the time. I said, I remember when I first saw her back in high school.
Y'all go that far back.
Like, I think she went. I saw her. I just can't place it all the time. Every time I seen her, she has that same face. It just looks like don't fuck with me, right? And boy, time went by and I saw her again. I'm just like, I love black women. And if you didn't know, my wife's bisexual, by the way. I had a girlfriend. One of the coolest things my wife told me beforehand says, if you with me because you act like you can't get with black girls, black women this and black women, don't fuck with me. Because her girlfriends were black too. And she understood that she's part of the diaspora. I say all of that because I said our taste line exactly, especially when it came to VP. When she saw VP before, like I introduced, like I say it online, like I know these people so that there's no problems. I want no problems with, because she, just because I like girls don't mean I want to share you type of thing. Just selfish ass. Anyway, I look at her, I'm just like, you just look like you melt on good shit. Like you, her
whole vibe just exudes. Grown ass motherfucker.
Just don't fuck with her. But if you get in there,
do what you're supposed to do in there.
I will honestly say,
do what you're supposed to do.
I'm a little nervous. If I were to ever feeling myself enough to try, right? I get that I'd be a little nervous. I'd be like, hold on.
Agreed.
This is all right. Come on, shake it off. Come on. I got to. What am I here for? Shit.
I don't remember what happens after this.
I don't. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't.
But
why am I drawing a blank? Why don't I remember how to initiate this?
What am I supposed to do?
Do I kiss her? Does she kiss me? Like, do you want to? Like,
it's so crazy how you think the same way I think, bro. Yo, you scare the shit out of me sometimes.
Seriously.
Some of the stuff, cause I'm like,
I'll be on go.
To talk about, to get there, the conversations that are had openly are fun and fluent, and I can talk about no problem.
Yes, but when put on the spot to do it, especially with somebody like that,
if she told me to just whip it out, I'd be so nervous. Because I've had that done to me in high school before. Like, oh, you know how, because, you in high school, I bragged a little bit in high school because, everybody in high school was like, they didn't know much about me and then sewing my mouthpiece. You had one mouthpiece in high school, right? One was bad. That was the Maureen Priest girl and told everybody I had the smallest dick in the world because I didn't want to have sex with her. That was the purple pussy girl. That's why she went and told people, right? But then her friend on the volleyball team was the reverse. Reverse. Went and told people all about it. I'm like, yes, that's all I needed.
Bitch.
Yo, I was smushed up. What are you doing? I was so bad. I held bad for like a year and I didn't tell nobody. But my cousins who would pick at me, I remember to this day after they heard about it, because the white girls were on the volleyball team. They came to me as I'm coming out with my tuba, playing, in the band, and they come from off the football field with this shit. Bro, let me see it. Bro, so when you said, man, they said your shit's small, bro. Man,
no.
right in the there, I was gonna dead it right in there. I'm not finna go around having y'all clown me and
With
that
the whole slab.
I didn't give a fuck. Just fuck it. Now, are you happy now? Oh man, you came and asked for it. What you? And everybody else saw it. Now, leave it alone. Leave it to rest. I'm schmedium. Leave me alone. Whatever the fuck I said at the time, for her to try to do that. So, but if VP were to ask, I feel like instantly, I feel like I'll be in a freestyle. I'd be so nervous. I wouldn't know what to do.
I'd be so nervous. I'd probably eat the pussy until she came like 4 or 5 times.
Yes, and then
give her like mediocre dick because I'm so nervous, right? So I'm going to make
beard full of just
what
you
drenched. You understand me? Drenched.
Just when Nikki said pussy on the sideburns, I mean that. I'm just
swimming in it.
Cause then, but then I'd be, cause I feel like I know her enough. She'll be like, stop. Put it in. Mm-hmm. I'm not there yet. You haven't had your first.
Baby, look, let me explain something. You need to be a little bit tired. Go ahead on that.
I need you to be sensitive.
Right. The smallest whisper need to be able to make you come at this point.
Oh,
this
God,
is where I come in.
This is
okay. This is where my service is needed.
I so hope she hears this, but she probably won't because she doesn't listen.
This is where my services are needed. Shit. Shit.
Dying over here. This nigga said, hold up.
Shit.
I need to be able to go. And you just jump. Okay. Oh, here we go. Let me catch it right now. Right now. Bang, 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 bang.
And as you're stroking, you're like, oh my fucking God, I knew this was going to be.
Done. I'm done. See, you already tied out. You already tied. See, I'm cool. We met. But I feel like that won't be enough. I feel like she's a dragon. It would be voracious.
What?
I feel like she would just, that's not enough. I want more now. And that scares the shit out of me. Kind of. I still try it though. That would be the failure of my life, and I wouldn't be embarrassed.
I recently had somebody tell me that she didn't want to fuck me because she thought that my dick was too small when I pulled it out.
God, those moments are glorious, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that women are different.
Really? Okay. Have a good night.
So not only did you plant the seed in her head, you said goodbye. You didn't even.
I mean, yeah, nothing happened after that.
Oh, now they stuck thinking, and that's the best place to be in a woman's mind. Just back to she saw it and now she's.
I'm not even sure if it's like that because it was weird. It was a weird dynamic. It shouldn't have happened.
For you, obviously, because that's mad disrespectful. How did you come?
Oh no, I wasn't worried about that. It was just a weird dynamic as to how we ended up in that position in the first place. Yeah,
that's a whole story and a half that we gonna not let you talk about tonight. Because so far, you are one of 2 of my favorite guests on the show. I'm gonna try to curtail this to a point where if VP ends up coming onto the show, what she really wants to do, if I could make this even a monthly show, so give people time to prepare to get together and do this, and get the money for a 3rd mic and a good set of head. Asian bitch.
I got a mic.
Well, I mean, it's just I got to get more gear, better gear. Apparently, because 3 mics, you need certain things and stuff. So that's why, and this is how you guys can help by going to patreon.com/the Panther Spot. You can become part of my crew. That's a good word to say. We'll say crew today. It's only 99 cents a month. That's it. It's $1. Become a civilian level. Or if you love me a lot, like Miss Blunt Jones, who hits me up at $50 a month. I love you so much. I give out free stuff. There's all kinds of gear and gifts and stuff like that. But you're helping the show. So I can get better mics, better gear, and get better people on here. Papa John's. I couldn't continue off that. But patreon.com/the Panther Spot. That is where I want you guys to go. If you want to support me, my content, and watch this grow into something beautiful.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be this is cultivated. I've been doing this for about 2 years now. off and on, seriously for a year. And I've been very particular about people I brought on because I'm actually just kind of interviewing them to see what happens. Will I get sick of them after being around for an hour? And there's only 2 people so far. You are an amazing brother. I do appreciate knowing you. Period. Like, I bumped into somebody that I'm like, yo, I admire that dude because of XYZ, ABCD. There's so many reasons, and I really appreciate you being here. You guys, I say this at the end of my show, because most of the shows end up being more political sometimes, but when I can bring on a guest we can be fun. I can be political. I can have somebody who's funny. I can have somebody who tells great stories. I can have somebody who gives me the news, whatever. Once I build that dynamic, it's going to be perfect. But for all of y'all, I love everybody. I love all my fans, white, black, Hispanic. But black folks, listen to me. If you can't do it every day, do it once a week. If you can't do it once a week, do it once a month. Hell, do it a couple times a year. If you can't always think, act, buy black, we will not move forward as a people without economics. Economics is the most important thing on the planet.
Yes,
you see, I cannot buy any more gear without economics. Money matters. Once we control the money, we control our lives and our future. I love you guys. Thanks again, Boogie.
Yes, sir.
Lamar, sir, for being here.
Thank you,
you guys have a great night. Yeah. Goodbye.
All right.
Stop.